Each day a fresh display unlocks a divine message your way. Welcome Capricorn, God's favorite, the greatest of all time. Cosmic dust, seemingly insignificant, gathers over eons to birth stars, proving that even the smallest particles have potential for greatness. Your smallest actions carry immense potential. The quiet accumulation of your efforts can birth new realities. The Holy Spirit assures that your latent potential is vast, urging you to trust in the slow build-up of your humble beginnings. For more messages of the Holy Spirit, subscribe, like and share, and don't forget to watch your free tarot readings or buy a personal reading if you need more life, love and astrology guidance.
Make that pistol pop.
Hello, beautiful Capricorns. It is your XOXO goddess girl. Welcome, everybody. It is time for another reading. Yes, it is. Let me take the screen back. Hello. How are all of you doing? Are you doing amazing, Capricorns? I hope you are, because for those who celebrate Christmas, right? Merry Christmas in advance. So, what are your plans, everybody? Are you going to do something tonight, or is it going to be tomorrow? For GDT, it's going to be tomorrow. Okay, we of course also are dealing with the small children, right? So during the day, tomorrow, until somewhere in the evening, we're going to spend Christmas together. What about you? What are your plans, Capricorns? Are you celebrating it? I hope Hamida, by the way, is also here. I saw that you were not doing well, darling. I saw it on the Goddess Dragon Tarot channel. So, yeah. For those who are not doing well, Capricorns, let's give you the messages that you want, need, and desire, okay? Mimi is saying tonight. Okay. Celebrating tonight. Okay. Beautiful, everybody, okay? It's a beautiful day, right? Also for the Capricorns that have their birthday. Today, yesterday, tomorrow. Whenever your birthday is, Capricorns, let me sing you a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. It's already Christmas in New Zealand. Hey, Aisha. Merry Christmas, darling. All of you, okay? Yes. Merry Christmas. And of course, happy birthday, right? That goes without saying, right? Capricorns? Capricorns, I posted today a reading for you, for Sagittarius and Leo. The other signs are also almost done. I still need them to release them, okay? Like Scorpio has been done, Aries, Gemini has been done, and the other signs I still need to do. But it has to do with somebody, everybody, that is the person in your heart. And you will see everything about what they're right now feeling for you. So if you want to go check that one out, Capricorns, go ahead. It's for free, of course. I posted that one today, and there are two other readings that I've done yesterday, which is this one. Looks like somebody wants to propose a ring. That was yesterday. And by the way, that's today again in your reading, okay? And this is, of course, not the first time the ring, right? So there you go. Check out that one too on Goddess Dragon Tarot channel. And also this one, everybody. It has to do with you being very pure. Somebody is whispering in your ear, or there's something with a sound or a demonic voice or sound. Be careful about that. You can check all those readings on Goddess Dragon Tarot Clan XOXO Goddess Girl, okay? Go check it out, everybody. All my generic readings on my beautiful YouTube channels are for free. No Vimeo, no Patreon, okay? No extended readings. Just, for free. So let's see what we have for you. Okay, beautiful Capricorns. Yeah, we're going to look at your incoming blessings. It's a blessed day to pray, speak, and call this into your existence. We're going to look at your heart's desire. We're, of course, going to give you a beautiful smile, right? A beautiful compliment because we love your smile. And let's see what else we can do for you, Capricorns. Yeah, let's see what we have. First messages that want to come out. It's a blessed day to pray, speak, and call this into your existence. What is that, Capricorns? Let's see. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. We have the Queen of Wands in the upright. We have the World reversed. We have the Three of Cups reversed. The Hermit in the upright. We have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. We have the Emperor in the upright. Okay. Let me first start with you, Capricorns, where you haven't been speaking to somebody for quite some time. Others of you, this is normal, right? Somebody's traveling a lot here with the World, with the Emperor, Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit. This could be you because you're here in the upright. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Chinese astrology sign, the snake, the dog, Virgo is here, and Aries is here, okay? Or you have it in your chart. It is a blessed day to pray, speak, and call into your existence that whomever needs to give you something back and they don't want to give it, you're saying to someone, right? Listen, you can shove that in your, in that dark place, right? Where nobody comes, right? Maybe this person used to come there. I don't know. Capricorns, but with the Ace of Pentacles reversed, you're saying to somebody, it's okay. It's okay if you don't want to give me back my money, my stuff. If you're not going to be, considerate about what I've done for you, because for loads of you Capricorns, you gave a lot to this person. You did. So you're saying, let it all be, right? You're here as the Queen of Wands in the upright, and now you're looking at the World. That's you reversed with the Three of Cups reversed. If this is you being full of ambition, passion, drive, Capricorns, I see you looking at something that you do not like. You see something online. If this is not you, then this is somebody else looking at you having a jolly good time. Whatever you're doing here, right? Whether this is Christmas, your birthday, anything else that you are celebrating here, somebody does not like it. Maybe you're celebrating with an emperor or an empress. The emperor is Aries energy. The empress is Taurus energy. That could be any of the zodiac signs that's here on the table. But there's a profound message here about something or somebody that is not showing up, not giving what they need to give, or not giving something back that's yours. Which is okay, right? Because like I said, with the World reverse, you're like, yeah, forget about it. I don't want it back anymore. By the way, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Everybody bear with me. Yes. Double Capricorn, by the way, is here. Capricorns. You could be dealing with somebody who has multiple Capricorn in the chat. Others of you, I don't know, did they try to replace you with another Capricorn? Did they? Well, that's a bummer because they're reversed, right? And the Three of Cups is reversed. So they're dealing with a moody person here, okay? Somebody misses your exciting, your passionate energy here. The Queen of Wands is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy, right? It's fire. So somebody misses your flames. They miss your flames. They miss your fire. Let's see, Capricorns. It is a blessed day for you to pray, speak, and call into existence that everything that you see, Capricorns, is there to support you. What do I mean with that? You could literally look at something that's not true. And then the message is that you're going to have an awakening call here because you're believing an illusion. Others of you, you know that, right? Because you're looking like quite resolute at this energy. It's like, yeah, I know that you're posting this picture for me, you're saying. Oh, yeah, I know that you're showing something here for me. You want me to feel hurt or whatever this is, right? You're saying, I'm not feeling that, you're saying. You're saying, but I know that you're doing that for me. Somebody wants to put something in your face. This is like in your face. That's the message here. In your face. Bear with me. Let me change that for a moment here. Bear with me. In your face. Okay. The reason why somebody is doing that, Capricorns, is of course because they're trying to make you jealous, or they're trying to make you see that they're having a jolly good time without you. And then the Emperor's here on this side, right? Others of you, are you traveling, or will you traveling, or are you going to see this reading and you have already traveled? Because I see you looking out of a window in an airplane or a bus or whatever this is. You're in a vehicle, you're looking out of the window. Others of you, you're in your car, okay, there's a device going on, or a signal going off, like, "Brr, brr, brr, brr," you need to change your oil, or I don't know, something like that, okay? There's a flickering light. This could also be the lights literally in your house, but for some of you, it's in your vehicle. This flickering light, everybody, has to do with somebody that wants to have your attention. They want to be in your face, right? So let's say you don't have any social media. You're not posting anything online or something like that. Maybe you changed your social media, I don't know, but you're not looking there anymore, right? So then this person's trying to give you a signal. Like I said, it's in the car, or it's your light, your bulb light. You know, it's flickering. And this is how they want to be in your face. Do you understand what I'm saying, everybody? So it's a kind of, let's say, it's the only way to get through to you. This is quite odd energy because I keep looking at it. Bear with me, okay? Others of you, Capricorns, you're gonna find out something online because you're gonna play Inspector Gadget here. You're trying to find out whether somebody is in a relationship or single. That's one. You're gonna find your answer, okay? Because the Hermit is in the upright. The Hermit does not give up, okay? Virgo is like analysis paralysis, but Virgo don't give a monkey's F, right? Virgo's gonna find out. Virgo's gonna find the answer, okay? So if this is you, maybe you have Virgo in your chart, I don't know, but if you do have Virgo in your chart with Capricorn, oh, Lord have mercy, you know, right? You know what you do, right? You're all about the details and you never give up, right? This is like a very difficult mathematical, right? Let's say equation, right? And you need to solve it, right? And then you applying it, and you will not give up until you have the solution, right? That's the beautiful energy for those who have Virgo in your chart, Capricorns. If you recognize this, then of course you are the most perfect investigator detective, right? And by the way, any woman or man, especially women, right? If they have any assumptions, doesn't matter what zodiac sign, oh, they're going to be the best private detectives, right? Right? Let's see, okay, because the Nine of Pentacles reversed, the Emperor is here. That's the Eight of Pentacles, and that's the Seven of Pentacles. I don't know, for some of you, you're watching somebody or watching television. This is all about watching, looking. And it's either because you're saying, yeah, I know that you want to have my attention. I know, right? Because you're seeing something in your face. Others of you, this person is doing an umleitung, right? An umleitung, that means they fire another way, right? Fire the back door, right? They try to put it in your face again, which is the flickering of light in your car, in your house, whatever, right? The light bulb needs to be replaced. So that's your person showing up with their energy. Others of you, you're not satisfied. You're like sitting in a car or a bus or in an airplane. You don't like who's sitting next to you or around you. People could be noisy or just annoying people in the bus or in the airplane or something like that. Okay, there's a message here, Capricorns. Whatever this is, do not get involved, okay? It's going to be a huge fight here. You don't want that, right? I have really strange energies, okay? For some of you, you're in a car, in an airplane, somebody's snoring, or baby on board, right? And then you're like, oh, why am I here? This baby is crying the whole time. And then the solution is, of course, a pacifier, right? But then they don't want to give the pacifier. You're like, oh my God, seriously, man. Right? I have that too. You even try to offer some help here, right? You're even asking. You can give the baby a pacifier. No, what are you talking about? We don't do pacifiers. Well, if it's an airplane, it might be really handy, right, Capricorns? Because the sucking mechanism on the pacifier is exactly what's going to make sure that the baby's not crying. Because there's a baby or a toddler here that literally has an ear infection, okay, or gets ear pressure, right, which is normal, right? I have that here. Honestly, I also don't understand, okay, why people do that. This is why I always fly business class, especially if it's a long way, okay? If I go to the Caribbean, okay, from the Netherlands to America, right? No, I'm traveling business class. I'm not going to sit in that noise. Maybe you're doing the same here, Capricorns. Others of you, you're still disappointed because the Nine of Pentacles reverse is like, wait a minute, Ace of Pentacles, right? I paid a lot here, business class or whatever this is, and there's still people are annoying here. So I see you filing a complaint here or something like that. There's energy going on here, okay? I can't get my eyes off this energy here. And maybe, like I said, somebody wants to put something in your face. Look at this, Capricorns. So you can't take your eyes off it, okay? That's what they want. Whomever you are dealing with, okay? You do have two major arcanas here while you're looking at the Emperor. So that this is something significant. The Emperor or the Empress, regardless of gender, right? And like I said, if you are snooping around, whatever you want to find out, you're going to find out. You're going to find out. Merry Christmas, Duena, all of you, okay? Merry Christmas. Yes. I hope you're going to have a blessed Christmas, everybody, okay? Happy birthday also for those who are celebrating your birthday today, upcoming days, okay? There you go. You are just, making an entrance here. Or is this you? Capricorns, is this you making an entrance in your face? Let me change the text, everybody. Bear with me, because, you know how it goes, right? Bear with me. Making an entrance. I don't even know. Is that correct English, everybody? Making an entrance. Is that correct? Hey, Kelly. I love you too, okay? Love all of you, okay? Hello, gorgeous. Hello. I love all of you, okay? We have somebody's birthday here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. That's for Tatiana. Every time somebody comes up, everybody, for the coming days until Capricorn season is over, if I see you in the chat, we're going to sing, right? So Tatiana, happy birthday. Anybody that has that birthday, okay? If I see it in the chat, then I will sing for you. Are you making an entrance here? Are you? Is that the right word, everybody? Making an entrance? Because, is that correct? Yes, is it? Thank you, Simply Bliss. How are you doing, by the way, Simply Bliss? Are you doing okay, darling? Are you okay? Because I know there are some Capricorns out there struggling, right? I hope you're doing well, Simply Bliss. Yes? All of those Capricorns that are struggling, okay? Let it be known it's Christmas, right? So when it's Christmas time, we even, are more involved, right, in our nurturing energy. Right? So, Simply Bliss is saying depressed. I had some other, Hamida was also on the other channel. Is there anybody else, everybody, about a struggle right now, about the struggle is real, okay, about feeling depressed? Been fighting the energy. Do you want me to work with that? Shall we do that right now? I mean, it's Christmas, right? We only have 56 people here anyhow, so we can do that. Do you want me to focus on you, Capricorns? Because if you want me to do that, let's do that. And you can also come in the live if you want to. If you want to. Yes, you want that, Maribel? let's take some time, everybody. Yes, because I want you to understand. Okay, okay. I get some people here feeling really depressed here. Okay, let's do this right now. Hey, justice for all. Okay, let's do it. Come on, let's do it. If anybody wants to come in the chat, if you want to come in the live, okay, you can. I will put a link there, and then you can come and we're going to talk, Capricorns. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about your feelings. For those Capricorns who are not feeling well, okay, you can try to understand, okay, what we're talking about and the solutions. For those Capricorns who are doing amazing, make sure that you show up in the chat. Okay. If you are going to be in a live, because I'm going to put you, you don't even need to be on video, everybody, because I'm not going to be on video. I've decided, by the way, not to be on video, everybody. Why? Because you know that I was hacked, right? So I'm fine not showing myself. And of course, I will do that in due time again. But up till now, I'm fine like this. So you don't need to show yourself, but you can come in with sound, okay? So that we can hear you and then we can have a conversation. While we're doing that, everybody, we're going to listen to the generic issues. And you can tell me then, Capricorns, what's going on, all of you. And some of you are going to say, I'm going through the exact same thing, GDT. Okay, then we're helping other people with the story, whomever is going to come in. So let me see, everybody, whether I can arrange that with that link. Okay, bear with me. Because I need to see how to get that link here. Bear with me. Oh, I think I have it here. Invite. I copied it, everybody, okay? I'm going to put it right now in the chat. If you click on that link, everybody, then you should be able to join. Then I will see you coming in. And you don't need to be on screen, everybody, okay? Sound is enough. That's good. Yeah? And let's help each other, everybody. For the strong Capricorns who are saying, I am doing amazing, GDT, try to stay in the chat. Help your fellow Capricorns. Maybe you even want to come in the session, everybody, and maybe you're saying, whoa, I went through that. Okay, I'm literally now on a level 10. I've been on a level 0. I understand what that person is saying. Okay, so for the strong Capricorns, if you could also show up and you could add your, let's say, 5 cents. Okay, I almost said 50 cents. Add your 50 cent. Okay, add your 50 cent. I see lots of people. What is going on, Capricorns? Okay, let's do it together. Yeah, I already have Maribel here. You don't need to be on screen, everybody. You can just have your voice here. Okay. Yes, Maribel, I'm going to add you right now. Hey, Maribel, can you hear me?
Yes, dear.
Hey, Maribel, I hear you whispering.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you could hear me. Hey. I
Hey,
apologize.
darling.
I could
It's
hear you.
okay. It's okay. Maribel, tell me. There are some people, right, that are talking about depression. You can tell me your side of the story. Are you going through it right now? Did you go through it? Why and how did you solve it? Or are you literally in the middle of it? Let us know, Maribel.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily depression, but maybe I'm in denial. I just
Okay.
haven't been able to gather all of my thoughts. I'm not going to spend this Christmas with my family this year. I'm just going to spend it alone. I don't know why I've been so isolated. I'm not like heartbroken or anything. I've been single for about 2 years now. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm okay. I've been healing. I've been working on myself.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I have no drive, no motivation to like get up and do anything. I just been, I don't know, just isolated.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to say this for everybody, okay? Because basically you cannot pinpoint, right? Like what's going on? What is this
Yeah,
about, right? And of course, you're talking about healing, recovering, right? Being single, doing everything on your own.
correct.
Um, for all of you Capricorns, thank you, by the way, Maribel, for showing up, okay? Because I think
You're
it's really
welcome.
good, right, that we do these sessions, that people can hear us, that they know who the people are behind the names. And Maribel, of course, you've been a royal and a loyal subscriber for quite some time, right? So
Yes.
people will know you when they see your name, Maribel, because you're also showing up in the chat, right?
Yes. Thank you,
So
by the
let's,
way.
yeah, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Let's talk about this, right? Because let me first start for all the Capricorns. What I need you to understand, Maribel, and all of you, this is Pluto, what we're feeling. Because Pluto has been joining us for the last few years. We know that Pluto is going to leave. So it brings also a kind of a mourning. It's a mourning, right? Like a sad energy, like when something dies within you. Why? Because you know that Pluto is going to leave. It could be, Maribel, for all of you, by the way, that if you're feeling this and you're saying it's not really depression, but I don't really feel good, just ask yourself, and I'm going to do something with you, okay?
Okay. That was perfect the way you said it. I don't really feel depressed, but I just
Yeah,
don't feel good.
yeah. And the thing is that because Capricorns, right, together with Aquarius, because of Pluto, right, this whole new change, I've been talking about that. I've been talking about the purple sun, right? And by
Yes.
the way, some of there was a sister. I put it in the community tab where my postings are, right, with pictures. I put a link there to a video. It's called Purple Sun. That was
Oh,
quite interesting.
I'm gonna
So,
check
but
that out.
aside from that, we're gonna go to the Purple Sun, and what's happening right now is that it's like an onion, Maribel. Every time there's a layer that's gonna be peeled off, right?
Yes.
Okay, now we're at the there's almost nothing left to peel off, right? Because we're at the end of Pluto. So
Correct.
been there, done that. Now what? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is like I see that in the chat that lots of people say, "For this is not a depression; it's something else." This is the transcending energy. When you are ready for a next phase, this is how you're gonna feel, and it means that you're not lost, you're not depressed, but there is a kind of emptiness that you can't really pinpoint. Am I correct, Maribel?
Yes.
Okay.
And I thank Pluto every day.
Yeah, we have to, right? We have to.
Yes.
Everybody's gonna get their Pluto, let's say pie, right? Everybody's gonna eat have a piece of that. But for the Capricorns and Aquarius, we're gonna feel it the most, right? But remember, it's all there to help you. So what I'm gonna do for you in particular, Maribel, I will try to do that with everybody, okay? For you in particular, and maybe other Capricorns in the chat, you say, "Whoa, that's me too." Let's give you a choice here, and then we're going to discuss in 5 minutes why you picked this choice. Okay?
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, this is an exciting one. Okay, I'm going to give it to you. You pee champagne. You pee champagne. Okay, that's one choice. And the other one is you get to record your dreams. What would you do?
Oh God. I'm gonna go. I get to record my dreams because I get to reflect on them.
Mhm. Are you able to remember your dreams or not?
I actually struggle with that a lot.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Let me first start, okay, with the choice that you make, okay? Because the opportunistic people, right, the people that want to make fast money, they don't care, right, whether how they're going to do that. Most of the time, they would choose pea champagne, right? Because in particular, you don't need a production process. You can do it yourself. Who cares? Nobody knows that you're going to pee the champagne. You just sell it, right?
Correct.
You didn't choose that one, so that says a lot about you.
And I struggle with alcoholism a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay, because that's was my other question. My other question was, because any normal person would say, "Oh my God, I could get rich of this," but for you, you wouldn't choose that because if that is champagne, most likely you're going to drink it yourself, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Clear. Okay. So this is important, right? Why I tell everybody, why do we make our choices? So this is a good one for you. Let me ask you a question, and you don't have to answer, Maribel. Yes, all of you. Okay. If I ask you a question you don't want to answer, okay, it's good. But I'm going to try to work with you, okay? Like I do in my coaching sessions. So I'm going to ask further, okay? And
Okay.
if you're saying, Maribel, no, you're coming in my safe zone, I don't want that, then we stop, okay?
You're good.
So a question for you, Maribel. Have you been sober or are you still struggling?
I'm still struggling,
Okay.
but I'm not drinking like I used to drink. I mean, I used to drink liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just drink beer here and there, but I don't drink. I used to get drunk like almost daily. I don't get
Mm-hmm.
drunk anymore. I'll probably have a beer if that a day, but I haven't
Okay.
been drinking every day anymore. I've been since one of the readings maybe a few months back you asked us to try to give up on like give something up or either not give it up completely but at least try to, you know, day by day kind of stop doing what a bad habit or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was one of my things.
Okay. Well, congratulations. Also in the chat, if you all could applaud Maribel. At least you
Thank
are
you.
aware, even if you wouldn't be changing your behavior, Maribel, there is a huge congratulations here for you,
Thank
which
you.
is you are aware. You are aware of what you're doing and you are talking about it. That is a huge accomplishment. I hope, Maribel, that you congratulate yourself for that too. When you look in the
Thank you.
mirror, first thing that you're going to do is say, good, I did it. It's about the little steps, Maribel. Everybody's always saying you need to make big steps and blah, blah, blah. Overnight success and blah. It doesn't exist. And we know that because we're Capricorns, right? We're not at the top of the mountain in one step, right?
Absolutely.
Unless we are like the monkey faced god, right? In Hinduism, the monkey faced god takes one step and goes from India to Sri Lanka, right? We don't do that, right? So
Right.
we are aware of what we can and what we cannot do. If you look at the chat, darling, I need you to look, okay? Because there are a lot of people that are congratulating you right now. I need you to
Okay.
just have a moment to absorb that. And again, this is not about how much you have, whether you have drinking or you're not drinking. It's about you being aware that something is going on. I'm just going to show you, okay, some of those messages here. Yeah,
I
thank you for
just
being
went
so
back
open.
to
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying I just went back to it. I thought it would get off the link where I can speak with you, but it didn't. I could still talk to you.
Yeah, you can still talk to me. So this is one important thing, okay? When we're done with your part, Maribel, and maybe there are other people in the chat too dealing with alcohol or any, alcohol is alcohol. But do not forget, number one addiction, everybody, is sugar. That is number one addiction, sugar. And sugar is in alcohol, it's in cigarettes, it's in all the things that we have. So if we look at what you're going through, yes, when
Hmm.
we're done, you should do that as an action for yourself, Maribel. You should give yourself a pat on the shoulder. How do you put it? A tap on the shoulder, a compliment for yourself, and say, okay, I was at least able to say that A, I'm aware, and B, you know that you want to change the behavior, right? Now, the second thing is you say you want to record your dreams, right? But you can't, you're struggling.
Yes, I started journaling. Like if I do wake up in the middle of the night and I'll put my journal next to me on
Hmm.
my nightstand and I'll try to write some stuff. But I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I forget or I'm too lazy or
Of course,
but
everybody has that. Of course, of course. Yeah,
but I
it's normal, right?
haven't. Yeah, but I haven't even been remembering any at all lately. Again.
Mm, okay. I'm going to say something to you, Maribel, okay? And this is also part of my coaching, right? Because lots of people that come in my coaching, they come for relationship problems in the middle of the session and in the intake. We find out that they're dealing with CPTSD. If I listen to your story, you're trying to suppress something. And how do you suppress something? By finding an alternative. Now, some people they have different kind of sexual partners. Others, they eat a lot or they drink a lot. Everybody's trying to find a way, right, to cope with it. So we call it a coping mechanism, right?
Yes.
Now that you chose the dream, is if you, what you're basically saying, okay, also from a coaching perspective, Maribel, is that you want to be back in control.
That is correct. Yes. My thoughts, my choices, my habits, etc.
I know, I know. So now that we know that, right, and you are acknowledging that, right,
Hmm.
uh, the thing that you need to do for yourself, because you're saying, I'm not in a depression, I know what's going on. You know that you are suppressing something, right? So what's important for you, Maribel, to get out of this is to come with a plan. And the plan should be, what can I do instead of what can I not do? Today, we're going to start with Christmas, right? Christmas, the Capricorns have a very holy period. We are ending the year and we start the year.
Mm-hmm.
Today, Maribel, you get this message. I wasn't even going to have this, I think Hamida is in the chat. Hamida, are you there, darling? Because I see her. Hamida, it's because of you, okay? I saw your comment on Goddess Dragon Tarot that you're really not doing well. And I was wondering, are there any other Capricorns? So, Hamida, it's thanks to you that I'm doing this. And of course, all of you can use the link that I put in the chat. So, what's important for you, Maribel, is that you know where you stand, you know what's going on. Now you just, put your money where your mouth is, right? You know what you need to do.
Yes,
You
I
do.
know exactly what I need to do.
Yeah. So if you want to get out of this energy, let's first start re energizing, right? How can you re energize? You re energize by listening to people that uplift you. If there is anybody, it doesn't even matter whether it's online, okay? If there is anybody that's being negative, you snap out of it immediately. You leave it. Why? Because it will only increase the feelings that you already have that are not positive, right? So
Correct.
that's one thing. So you need to detox from any negative energy, whatever that is. I'm just going to say something. Maybe you have a best friend, okay? The best friend is always calling you about relationship problems. Tell her, listen, I have a life too. I'm going through something. I only want positive information and positive connections. I hope you can, be be like that in with me. If not, then for now, I just need to take some distance. And I know for sure, Maribel, that that's also something that is a challenge for you. I know that for sure. You
Yes,
have an
definitely.
issue with setting boundaries.
That's, oh my God, yes.
I know for sure.
But
I'm
I
right, right?
actually been doing that. Yes, you're absolutely correct. But I have been doing that. I've been cutting people off, negative people. Even on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, I left because my family was just negative, and that's why I'm not spending Christmas with them.
Yeah. Good. Good for you. Good for you. Excellent. And you know why? Your family needs to understand that you have your boundaries too. Your family needs to understand that you are a person. You are allowed to have your. Okay, there's something else going on, Maribel.
Uh
I
huh.
don't know what this is about. This is not something that I see in the cards. This is a frequency coming in. Did somebody get hit on the head?
Um. Oh my God, I don't even want to share this.
Okay, you don't have to share this.
No,
Okay,
I am. I have
okay.
to. Um. So a while back ago, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, sorry, my phone locked. A while back ago, my mom had came back to town and she was staying here with me, and we were driving to San Diego while waiting in the border because I recently moved to TJ and I
Mm-hmm.
work in San Diego. So there's a border. Those are two different countries. So we were waiting in for hours in line at the border, and I was drunk that day. So was
Yeah.
she. We were both intoxicated. And I was actually talking to her about my spiritual journey. I was telling her about how because she's very negative. She struggles with drug addictions all my life. I basically
Mm,
took care of her, basically.
mm-hmm. Mm,
And I'm just working on healing, our past, my traumas about her. And but I wasn't mentioning any of that. I was just telling her how I forgive her, and I love her, and I love all, and God. She doesn't believe in God anymore because when her mom died, and I don't know, she's just very negative about that. And I wasn't even making it, religious. I was just like, Mom, like, love makes the, like, you gotta love, you gotta stop having hate in you. Like, that's a very powerful word. You need to stop being so negative,
mm-hmm.
and just try loving, try being nice to someone, try saying good morning, or she has a mouth of a pirate, and it's just like,
Mm,
and honestly, I don't even remember what happened. And she put her hands on me, and I kind of was like backing her off because I was driving. I know I
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't have. This was a totally lesson learned. I had mentioned this in one of the chats in a prior reading, not the prior one, but in one a few weeks back. And it was just a whole lesson learned. Like, why was I even driving? Why was I drinking? And why was I arguing with my
Mm-hmm.
mom? And I hit her on the head, I think, when
Oh,
I yeah, when I told her to like try to get her off of me because she's like putting her hands on me while I'm driving and I'm intoxicated and I reacted. It was a fast reaction and I haven't even seen her since then.
okay, okay. Now we get to the core, right, darling? Because I'm not seeing that in the cards, right? This is just I felt literally a hit on my head. Thank you, by the way, for sharing that, okay, Maribel, because it takes some guts, right? For all of you, okay, that will come you're in the chat, you will come in the live, okay? Like I said, you don't need to show your face, but it takes some guts, right, to tell your story. And trust me, Maribel, there are other people that are going through the same like you, okay? There's
Thank you.
another message here, okay? Because I was looking at these cards, right, before I received the frequency, right? The head, the yeah, the impact on the head, right, that I felt.
Uh-huh.
Um, you also chose that you could remember your dreams. You know why? Because you'd rather be in a sleep state than in the real life, Maribel.
I struggle with sleeping. I can't even sleep.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
get
So
like 3 or 2 hours of sleep. I'm just up and
yeah,
yeah, it's just hard.
yeah. Okay, this is really clear. I think it's also clear for you, right? The good thing is, Maribel, because I want you to focus on what's really good about the situation, right? Because all is never lost, right? The good
Uh-huh.
thing is that you are quite aware. You're quite aware, and you're also honest. There are a lot of people that are in denial, lying to themselves. But you're saying today on Christmas, today is a holy night, right?
Uh-huh.
This is also something that I want you to do. I want you to listen to Christmas songs, okay?
Okay. I
Do
love
that
doing that.
because this is gonna uplift your spirit like a holy night, silent night, right?
Yeah.
Get into that energy, sing along with that energy, and try to, because any gospel, any holy scripture, any holy song will clean your energy. That's one, okay? That's one.
Okay.
The other thing is that my question is, do you have anybody to talk to, Maribel?
I don't really talk to anyone. I don't like
Mm,
people in my business. I don't not anymore. I used to have so many friends. I mean, I still have friends. I just don't go out anymore. It's just me and my dog. But
okay.
I just don't like to talk to vent into anyone because that's something else that I'm working on. I used to talk a lot. I used to tell people my business and I'm trying to change that. I don't nobody needs to be in my business, but I know it's good to talk about it, but I've been journaling and I've been meditating. I take walks. I have a dog, so I have to walk him daily.
Yeah,
I,
that's the perfect thing.
like
You're blessed with a dog, Maribel.
I know
And
if it wasn't
uh,
for him, I wouldn't even get out
yeah,
of bed sometimes.
definitely, definitely. So your dog will take you to places, right? To go outside because you have to, right?
Yes.
So you can work with the dog. The dogs, by the way, when you cuddle with the dog, this is also what physically happens. Your body gets to in state of relaxing. So the dog basically is your savior.
I always say that.
Can I ask the name of the dog, please?
His name is Chief.
Chief. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, what a wonderful name.
Thanks. My ex, I got him a couple years ago. My ex and I, he got him when we moved in together. We got an
Mhm.
apartment together. And we split because I found out he was cheating on me. He gave me a disease. That's how I found out he was
Mhm.
cheating on me. Um, so he left, and I went through this. God, I don't know. Can't even. I would not wish this upon anyone. But my car got stolen. After that, I lost
Mhm.
everything. I just went through hell. But I always say this: that dog saved my life because I was literally blackout drunk every day.
Mm.
I wouldn't get out of bed if it wasn't for him because I had to let him out to pee. I had to take him out, feed him. I had to stick to a routine because of him. and I swear I don't think that I would have made it. I don't know. God knows, you know, but I definitely feel like a strong connection with this dog, and I love him so much. I
Yeah.
Till this day he still gets me, you know, out of the apartment
Yeah, he's your
besides for
savior.
work.
Okay, I keep feeling okay on the left side of my head, pressure again. I have a message, okay, from your grandmother to your mother. Okay,
Oh my God.
while you were
Okay.
saying that, I split the deck already, so I'm gonna take this one. This is from your grandmother to your mother. Okay, now you don't have to do anything because you said you're not talking to your mother, but this is what your grandmother is saying. A Seven of Cups, darling, is everything that has to do with illusions, and of course, any intoxication or alcohol, drugs, right? Anything that has to do with the toxics, right, is an illusion. So your grandmother also tells you, because do not forget, darling, you're really strong, Maribel, because if your mother is going through this, I mean, for me, I'm GDT, right? Maybe I see these things when I watch Teen Mom, okay? You know, there's this girl, right? She has this beautiful guy, and her father and mother are both, I believe, addicted. This is how I see things, right, Maribel? I see it on the telly. I don't have people around me who are going through that other than my clients, right, for my coaching, and I see it on the telly, but that's it, right? But if you
Uh-huh.
listen close to the story and the Seven of Cups here, this is also a very important message for all of you, for your mother, for you, your grandmother saying, you need to get out of this. There's nothing there. There's only, is it a decay? Am I saying that right? Decay? Something is only decreasing in the good energy. Nothing is coming out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Um, there's definitely something going on here with the head, because if that was the last time that you spoke to your mother, I also want you to understand something else, Maribel. You have been taking the role of your mother, okay? Because your mother has not been stepping up as a mother, right?
Yeah, I
You
did
have been
that
the mother.
since a kid. I had to take care of my brothers. I did everything.
Yeah, it's logical that you are right now. You're not depressed, but you don't have the energy anymore. Of course, everybody,
Exactly.
it's depleted. It's just depleted.
Yeah.
So now we know that, right? And we also know the tough dynamics that are going on. Now you have a choice on what you're gonna do, and you can continue with this, right? But you
Mm-hmm.
can also step out of it. And how do you step out of it? By changing. I'm going to tell you what to do, okay? So when you are with Chief and you're making your route, you go outside, right? This time,
Uh-huh.
Maribel, I want you to change another route, okay?
Okay.
Change the everything. Take a total different route. While you're doing that, your body gets accustomed to change.
Oh my God. Yes.
Okay? This is something that I do in my coaching when people are stuck. Okay. They want to get out of a situation. You need to change the situation. So, typical things, I'm going to say something. Maybe you have a dishwasher, right? You always
Mm-hmm.
put everything in the dishwasher. No, this time you're going to do the dishes yourself. You need to
Okay.
change your behavior. The moment you're going to do that, your body, your mind, and your soul, everything in the multiverse starts working with you because you're changing everything. Now,
Okay.
another example is what I'm doing right now, right? I wasn't going to do this. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But Hamida sent a message. And then I thought, oh, I saw some people in the chat. And I quickly changed, right?
Yes.
Why did I do that? Every time when you change something, you're letting your body, your mind, and your soul and the multiverse know that you are willing to work with the change instead of resisting the change.
Baby steps.
Yes. And definitely baby steps. Do that as a first thing tomorrow, okay? When you, or the moment that you're gonna walk with the chief, take
Mm-hmm.
a total different route and also start timing yourself. Yes, make it a 10
Okay.
minutes, make it a 20 minutes, make it a 30 minutes, and you're gonna see while you're doing that that you're changing your behavior, and you're even gonna get into a flow that you're gonna love what you're seeing. You're not gonna do the walk with chief anymore. You're going to enjoy the air, the floor. You're going to see little ants walking on the floor. You're going to be aware. You need to be aware of your environment again. This is not being aware. Look, you need to be aware again. Okay?
Okay.
Once you start doing that, Maribel, your soul also starts, it starts descending into your body again. when your soul descends into your body, when you are dealing with toxic behaviors, right? Like alcohol or drugs or something else, right? Your
Hmm.
soul is up. It needs to ground. It needs to be grounded in your body. It needs to descend in your body, right? So the
Yes.
moment you start doing it, you will see that you will feel much more grounded, and then your soul starts coming out of the ethers, right, and starts coming back. And then you're gonna feel, oh, I'm in control again. Because if I can do that, right, Maribel, I can do other things too.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much, GDT. I love you. You're
Yeah, I
amazing.
love you too. Yeah, and don't worry, it's Christmas. Yes, I know that it's difficult because you're feeling alone. Also, that your mother is not there, right? But do not forget, you and your mother, you enable each other, okay? In a behavior that's not, it's not beneficial for nobody.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you so
So
much. Yes.
you're welcome. Yes. Okay. Love you and all blessings for you. Okay.
Thank you. Love you.
Okay.
Love you,
Bye,
family.
Maribel. Love
Bye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. I'm gonna choose somebody else here. Simply Bliss is here. At Hey, Simply Bliss.
Hey, GDT, how are you?
I'm doing fine, darling. How are you with your sexy little voice?
Thank you, GDT. I feel like I got history with you, you and the family. I've been with you
Yeah.
for almost 4 years now.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody has that feeling, right? We're really one big family.
Yeah,
I'm glad, Simply Bliss, that you're here, right? Because we've been doing these choices, right? Which I do in my coaching, right?
yes,
And once you make a choice, you see it. Everybody sees it, right?
yes,
The moment you start making a choice and I ask further, we're gonna go more in detail what's really happening, right? And sometimes I get a frequency even, right? Like, getting hit on the head. But that's aside the point. The point is that we're trying to understand what's going on within so you can execute the actions within to work towards what you want to have, around you, right? And have
yes,
that balance. So, by the way, let me put the link, everybody, again. It might take some time, everybody, before you can get in. Okay, bear with me because I do want to make sure that when I'm in a conversation, I can't just cut it off, right? It's like coaching, everybody. So bear with me. This is not like having a. Thank you, GI Joe. Thank you for the donation, GI Joe. Hey, gorgeous. Thank you. Okay, everybody, listen. We're doing this together as a family. Simply Bliss.
yes.
Can you give a short introduction? Are you, by the way, able? Let me ask you that. Are you able in 60 seconds to tell me who you are?
Yes, I'm Simply Bliss. My real name is Michaela. I stay in St. Louis, Missouri. I've been following GDT for about 3, 4 years now. I am an artist, an individual who is trying to send out positivity through my music. So I've been following GDT because of the strongholds that I had in my life dealing with toxic relationships and toxic environments. She is
Mm.
one of the people in my life to be one of my personal mentors because I'm always here when she's on, or I try to be. But can I say something real quick, GDT?
Of course you can.
GDT about 2 years back bought me my first journal in her shop, and I ended up losing it through a person who I thought was a friend of mine. But I want to say the reason why I say this is because GDT and the family helped me in a time where I was struggling and nobody knew about it. But GDT had a sense of it. So please, I still write, I still journal. I picked up a pen and a paper about a couple of days ago. So I'm telling everyone, journaling works.
Yeah, it
It's
really
been
does.
a long journey for myself. I'm 32, getting ready to be 33, but journaling works.
Oh, you're still so young. Simply Bliss. Oh,
I feel so old, GDT.
no, no, you're still young. All of you, okay? You're in your 30s, even if you're in your 40s, your 50s, right? But in your 30s, I haven't even asked Maribel what her age is, but can you give me a explanation? Because she said you're still struggling in life, right? Can you explain that a little bit?
Yes. Okay. In a time in my life, I was dealing with toxic environments, toxic relationships, even toxic choices that I was making in my life. But I have finally decided to take the life by the horns and actually go up the mountain that I'm supposed to. Right now, I've accepted the position that I'm in. I'm living with my mother, my beautiful Aquarius mother, and
Oh, what a
she's
blessing.
bad. My mother
Oh,
is an Aquarius. My
oh,
father is an Aquarius. My
oh,
brother is an
oh,
Aquarius. I'm surrounded by Aquariuses,
oh,
and
what a
my grandmother
blessing.
was
What
a
a
Libra.
blessing. Simply bliss. Listen, that's all you need. Forget about the rest. No es importante. You got three
Absolutely.
Aquarius.
But see, it's not even, you know what? I love my Aquarius family because
Yeah,
there were times in my life I didn't know how to make a decision.
yeah,
I'm actually learning how to adult,
yeah.
and my mother she's on me all the time. Like, we have a conversation about my high anxiety. I have high
Mm,
anxiety when it comes to relationships. I have
mm,
high anxiety when it comes to moving forward with my choices. I'm trying to go back to school, but the
mm.
industry that I wanted to go into is so corrupted.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
made it
yeah.
in I told the universe, I'm going to make it up in my mind not to go that route because
Mm,
my gifts will make room for me. But I've been
yeah,
struggling with the high anxiety and the feeling of depression. Now, you explained to me that it's not depression, it's just the feeling of emptiness. I've been
yeah.
feeling this and been feeling this, and I've been, trying to get myself out of that energy. But every time I look up, I'm sitting
Mm,
on the couch in the dark
mm,
with my thoughts, and I'm not running from anything anymore. I just don't know how to proceed with myself on my transformation.
mm, mm. Okay, clear. Let's do a choice for you, okay? Yes?
Okay.
I'm going to give you two choices. You need to make a choice. By the way, Joseph, I see you, okay? And I think Hamida was also there. Bear with me, everybody, okay? Yes? Let's have some quality time and just make sure, everybody, that if you are in the same situation, that you can, see and learn from the situation. And
I
others
love
of
you
you,
guys.
and if you can add something, if you're saying, well, I'm a Capricorn, I'm all doing amazing, okay, then you can just, of course, also come in and you can give the beautiful Capricorns, a beautiful motivational speech, okay, if you want to. Okay, here
But
we
you know
go.
what, GDT, I'm not
Yes,
gonna
darling.
lie. The last time I had to make a choice, it actually made sense because I'm still learning how to eat. So I appreciate what you're doing.
I know you're appreciative, Simply Bliss. I have another message for you because before I'm going to show you the choices, okay?
Okay.
Simply Bliss, if you want to be in the industry, all of you, okay, who want to be in the industry, do not forget. Nowadays, if you want to be in the industry, there is a price tag with it. And that is not anything about money. It has to do with your soul and your light.
That's absolutely. I agree with that. And I've been doing my studying, my research. And that's why I said I'm going to take a different route. I don't have to do all that.
Yeah,
My gift will make room for me. And like my Aquarius mother said, do you really want to be seen like that? It's not the
yeah,
fact that I want to be seen. I want my music to be heard because I know
yeah,
the gift that I
yeah, yeah,
have.
yeah. Yeah. And that's maybe the difference also because you're with three Aquarius, right?
Yes.
Aquarius is of course not like Capricorn, right?
Hmm.
Capricorn are about yeah, we are of course the devil, but Aquarius is the multiverse, right? So Aquarius
Yes.
is never stressed like a Capricorn can be stressed. Why? Because they own the multiverse. If they don't like Pluto, oh, they go to the Earth. If they don't like Earth, oh, they go to Venus. If they, they created everything, so they can easily, make that move. They smoothly go there, and then they go there and there. But Capricorn is like, oh, okay, I wanted to be here. Now I have to go there, but I wanted to be here. So
Yes.
in order to get there, I can make that, but I wanted to be here. And this is what Capricorns do. I wanted to be here. And then we put our horns in the earth. Before you know
Yeah.
it, we can't move it anymore, right? And then Aquarius comes in and says, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, I wanted to be here. Yeah, but why do you have your horns in the soil, in the floor?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I wanted to be
Absolutely.
here. And then Aquarius says, yeah, okay, you wanted to be here, but you can't go to Venus, you can't go to Pluto. We will not understand that because we are Earth, we're the devil, we're Saturn, and then it stops. We move from Earth, the devil, and Saturn, and then we move, right?
Right.
But Aquarius moves everywhere. They don't have a
Yes.
problem. They move everywhere. If you've noticed also with your Aquarius mother, father, and what is it, your brother, I believe you said, right?
Yes.
They are friends with everybody.
Oh my God. Yes.
They're friends with everybody. A Capricorn will say, listen, I don't know who you are. I'm not going to be friends with you. So before I'm going to talk to you, let's see who you are. But Aquarius is like, hey, haven't seen you for a long time. And somebody that they don't even know that person. And they'll be like, hey, Aquarius, right? This is what they do. That's the
Yes,
difference of energy. So the seriousness that we have is not about being serious and all, like there's no fun in our life, but we are serious about how we move, right? So
yes.
you can pee your own champagne or you get offered a welcome drink everywhere you go. Which one would you choose?
I would that for me. That's a no brainer.
Mhm.
Because I would rather get offered a drink than to pee champagne. And my reason for that would be, uh, I'm not used to people being so giving and so loving. So when
Yeah.
I see someone extend, an offer of a drink, I would think, oh, that's so kind. But now my perception has changed. I have to analyze what I'm being offered,
Mm,
and that is a very big thing for me.
mm. Very clear, very clear. Capricorns are go-getters, right? We get it ourselves. Like, hey, listen, you don't need to offer me a drink. I get my own damn drink, right? But
Mhm.
it's so nice when somebody does offer us a drink, right?
Yes,
Right? And like I said, this is why Capricorns are so selective about if a Capricorn doesn't like you, they really don't like you. If a Capricorns like you, they really, really like you. And this has to do with exactly that. If there is an offer, there's not a lot of people that are as generous as a Capricorn is, right?
absolutely.
Right? So the choice that you made, I fully understand that. I also knew that you were not going to choose this one because this one is kind of corrupt, right?
Yeah.
But this one is being welcomed because you're so welcoming yourself. Capricorns are welcomed. If you come to a Capricorn's house and a Capricorn will see in your aura, in your energy that you have good intentions, a Capricorn will say, come, I offer you a cup of coffee. Or, I was cooking, maybe you're hungry, right? Capricorns
Right.
are very generous with the energy. Now, if we look at you, Simply Bliss, and you're talking about, because that is an important message, right? I hear you talking and you talk about wanting to be heard, right? It's not
Yeah.
about wanting to be seen, being in the spotlight. You just want to be heard. You have something to give, right?
Yes.
Um, I also get, with this energy that you want to fit in, Simply Bliss. You want to have a group that's going to support you, that's going to motivate you. You miss that. Am I saying that correct?
Absolutely.
That's this energy, right? This is this energy of people saying, come on board, have a drink, I'm just going to give you an example, okay? We have this classical building with it's made for classical music, right? So whether it's
Hmm.
Bach, Mozart, Rachmaninoff, they have all these beautiful classical concerts, right? The two seats that are of our king and queen are also the seats that I have. If they're not there, I can sit there. Those are my seats.
Oh
And this
wow.
is exactly what you're talking about, right? You would laugh that people would just say, okay, this is Simply Bliss. Offer her this just because you deserve it, right? Because you know
Absolutely.
that you worked hard for it. Now, what's important for you, Simply Bliss, is this, okay? Because when we talk about this offering of a welcome drink, you like luxurious life. You do.
I
You
do.
love the luxurious life. So, in order to get the luxurious life, there are two things that are important. You need to know the people. That's one. And the second is you need to talk their language. How do you do that, Simply Bliss? That's really simple. You need to assess for yourself who your audience is.
Mm.
Who is your audience? Once you know who your audience is, then you got to talk that same language. It's like, I'm talking to all of you, right? We're doing so much more on my channel, right? Not everybody understands when I talk about gods and goddesses, not everybody understands that. All of you understand what I'm talking about. That is my audience, right? All of you are on the most highest frequency. That is my audience, right? I have another message for you, Simply Bliss.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever thought about being a spiritual practitioner?
I have, and I do a little bit of counseling myself when I run across those that need the advice or been through the same experiences as me. I do read tarot cards, but I
Mm-hmm.
stopped because I felt like I wanted to be more authentic with myself. So
Mm-hmm.
I stopped for a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, maybe I need to study more. And not just study more, but look within myself to make sure that I'm in tune with my environment. I'm in tune with my gift. I always try to make sure I'm in tune, because even though we are spiritual practitioners, yes, some of us actually can have the same message as the next person. But how
Mm-hmm.
I feel about it is for the people. It's not for me. So
Mm-hmm.
when I sit myself to the side and I analyze myself, I evaluate myself to say, hey, is this something authentic? Because we all get insecure when we're reaching another level of self.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning how to go through self mastery. I'm learning how to accept change and transformation, because I was
Mm-hmm.
very stubborn. But being a
Mm-hmm.
spiritual practitioner, you have to realize there's a lot of people that need to help themselves and learn and open up to the messages that come to them. So
Mm-hmm.
I always try not to put myself in the way of traffic, but I'm always being put in traffic.
Mm-hmm. 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 I just took a card for you, Simply Bliss, and I fully understand your story. But you see, right, the struggle. The Nine of Wands is the struggle that you see. I was
Yes.
asking about you being a spiritual practitioner because, like I said, right, I hear lots of stories when people are in my coaching session, right, and I see some things, right. For instance, Maribel's story. I don't know that's kind of life, right, but I do see it on Teen Mom, and I see it in the coaching sessions that I have, right. But that is something that I advise because it's part of my coaching, right. But
Right.
you and Maribel, you have, you're straight at the source of the issue. So if you're going to help people, right, you're going to know what they're going through. Of course, I'm also going to know by asking, but I will never know how it feels, right?
Right.
And this is your core quality that I'm trying to give you as a reminder for
Mm.
loads of people. Simply Bliss, the struggle is the gift.
Yes. I
Yeah,
agree with that.
the struggle is the gift.
I
And
agree with that.
for me, it's not that I've been through all these addictions and blah 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 blah, which is a horrible thing, right, to go through. But when I started the channel, right, there was a reason why I started the channel, right, because I myself was going through some challenges, right, in my relationship, and I was watching readings because my Aries friend at that time said to me, "Oh, GDT, you need to check it out," and I was like, "Wait a minute, I've been doing that, since I was 13 years old. I can do that too." And so this is how it started. It started from the struggle. So I want to say something to you regarding the industry, regardless of where you want to go. But your struggle is your answer. If you want to
Okay.
create songs, if you want, whatever you want to create, I don't know, your struggle is your answer. Create from your struggle, and whatever you want to have is going to be yours.
Okay.
Okay?
That makes sense to me. But it's like it's between my logical and my spiritual. If that's the best way that I can explain it.
Mm-hmm.
Learning how to have balance between both.
Mm,
Learning where
mm,
to use my gift, and learning
mm,
when to open up, because when we're open vessels like that, we draw a lot of things to our spirit because we're so sweet, we're so kind, we're so
mm,
this, we're so that. But what we tend to forget is that there are consequences to everything that we do.
mm-hmm,
Even when opening up to someone, there are
mm-hmm,
consequences. We have to be careful. And me, I
mm.
think I got high anxiety when dealing with people now, because I made a lot of bad choices because they were my own.
Why do you say high anxiety? What's this with the high? Why don't you just have
Uh,
anxiety?
because recently someone had told me their feelings
Mm,
when dealing with love, and it's just like I can feel my feet trying to take off, or my body at a high vibration, and I'm just like, I'm not feeling. I don't know what it is. Honestly, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know what it is
mm.
and how
That
I
was
should feel
you.
about it.
Okay, I get it. That was you. Uh, Yesterday or the day before that, I had a certain kind of feeling, and everything that I feel, everything that I see, right, everything that's happening in my life, like crazy, right? There's always a message for somebody because I do all these paid personal readings, coaching, then the generic, right? I always know that there is a message for somebody, but this one, I couldn't correlate it to anything. And now you tell me your story. This was you. When you say about like you're taking off, it's almost like you are getting out of your body, right? Like
Yes, like
you're,
I want to
yeah,
run.
yeah, yeah. It's definitely you. Trust me. It's definitely you. Let me tell you, it's you. Okay, let me tell you, it's you. I'm gonna show you. Okay, listen. I did a new color. Okay, and I went to a new nail stylist. I said, "What's this color?" And he said, "Hit the runway, run." You said
Oh
run, right?
wow.
So this is your message, definitely. Okay, having said that, Simply Bliss, what you need to do is you work from your struggle. So you are, of course, you have the luxurious energy. What a blessing. Do not forget how blessed you are with all those Aquariuses around you. That's one. And regardless of Aquarius, they care about you, right? So that's the most important blessing now. The
Right.
second thing is that you need to draw. You need to draw and you need to make a plan for yourself based on the struggle that you went through because there are other people that want to hear your story.
I do rock music, so I've been careful of each genre that I set myself in,
Hmm.
and still learn how to balance my family, still balance my music life, and it's almost like the delays. How I look at them, the delays was teaching me on how to appreciate my resources where I am now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Things that I need to do. Plan is progress. It took me a long time to
Everything,
understand that.
everything is progress. You can never stand still, darling. Everything is progress. Even when people think that they're standing still, it's impossible. You cannot stand still because when you are standing still, you're still thinking, you're still visualizing, you're still
Right,
wondering, right? Those are all actions. It's the act of presence. You might not be in the presence that you want to be, but you're still in the presence, right?
right.
So, Simply Bliss, this is for you. I'm going to go to the next one, which is Joseph. Yeah.
I love you. Thank you
I
so
love you
much.
too, baby girl, and thank you for being here. Okay? Yes?
GDT, before you go, my
Yeah.
Aquarius mother wanted to say hello to you.
Oh, say okay. Let her come. Let her come in. Hello, Aquarius mother. How are you?
All right, I've heard so much about you.
Well, it's a blessing to have you here, dear Aquarius mother.
Yes, I watch you sometimes with my daughter.
Okay, okay. Well, I'll try to do the best I can, right? You do know that I was raised by an Aquarius, so I'm
Oh,
just following up. I'm just following up on Aquarius instructions. Yes, I'm the
oh,
product of an Aquarius. So,
okay, all right.
yes, thank you for showing up and
Still
being here,
love
okay?
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, that was lovely. Oh, that was such a lovely thing. Simply Bliss, thank you for doing that, okay? Thank you very much. That was a beautiful gesture. Okay, Joseph, you're next, darling. Hey, Joseph.
Aloha, GDT.
Hey, aloha, how are you?
I am well, and yourself?
Yes, I'm doing well. We're talking here about people, right, that are going through, well, maybe they say it's a depression, maybe not, but there's this feeling, right, that they do not know what to do about it. What is your point of view? Are you in a status right now that you're saying, or in a state that you're saying, I'm doing amazing, I want to give some pep talk, or are you saying, nah, I'm in the same situation?
Well, I would have to say, like right now I'm doing pretty well. I have
Hmm.
struggled with this thing they call depression.
Yeah.
I was diagnosed with it when I was in the military in the Marine Corps,
Mm-hmm.
and at the time it was more of a misdiagnosis. I was just dealing with grief from the loss of my mother, in an
Wow. Wow.
environment where I wasn't allowed to have emotions, and me being a very emotional man, it just, the Marine Corps is not quite the
That's
place
not
for,
your environment then, right?
yeah, processing that kind of grief. And so just the way they handled it and the way that that environment, like they've been handling it, it goes against all of my values and my core beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like I've spent the better part of the past decade, um, you know, um, kind of living in conflict with somebody saying, "Oh, you have this," but me also being like, no, I don't. But knowing that, um, the way I process and deal with the hardships in life.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they knock you down and it takes you a little while to get back up.
Yeah.
And if you don't, as Capricorns, we don't tend to take that time for ourselves. We're constantly always fast paced, busy, working, 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 working. And we don't
True. True.
sometimes don't take the time to stop, process those things, let them go, and then continue on. And so after a while of holding on to that stuff, it kind of like knocks you down on your ass for a little bit and it makes you
Yeah.
stop. And then
Yeah.
it
You will have
forces
to
you to
pay the
take
bill,
that
right?
time. Yes, you have to always pay the bill.
Yeah. You
And
have to
and
pay the
so
bill.
and so when you ignore those parts of your life, they tend to rear up in the least expected times, in the times where you don't want them to. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and the way that they show is through this thing that they call depression or anxiety. And what that is that's just a fear of either the past, of what bad has happened in your life, or the fear of the future, of not wanting anything else bad to happen. But then that
Mm-hmm.
misses out, then you miss out on the enjoyment of what is and then the right now, because you're so worried about what's been or what's to come that you can't even enjoy what is.
Yeah. Fully
And so
correct.
I just want everyone to be mindful that, like, in those times, appreciate where you are. Yes, it sucks, it hurts, but the growth that like, seeds are planted in the soil where it's dark. There is no light. They require oxygen and air, and it takes some 3 to 5 days before they emerge from the darkness. Other seeds
Mm.
take longer to emerge from the darkness. We In order for that growth to happen, you have to make sure that your soil is fertile. So when you start
Mm-hmm.
planting those seeds within yourself, really take that time to cultivate your soil. What is your foundation? What are your values, your core values? What are your beliefs? And what is your narrative about yourself? How do you speak to yourself? You know,
Mm.
how attached to your story are you? Because those things happen to us, so then that way we can share our experience, not to have those lower vibrations continue, but to be an example, to be like, hey, I went through this, now this is what I've made of my life. Like, and it's not to be boastful, it's to, and at the same time be humble, but it's to be that example, not to tell
Mm-hmm.
anyone else that they're doing wrong, but to be the best version of yourself that you can be every day and constantly show up, even if that means that today the only thing you were able to do was make your bed. You made your bed.
Definitely.
If it
Definitely.
takes
Yeah,
you a week to do
definitely.
your dishes, that's okay from time to time.
Yeah.
Ask for help, but take that time to really sit with yourself and process those things that you went through early on in life, because a lot of that was outside of your control. You can't, at that moment earlier, you couldn't choose what was done, and you weren't really allowed to process those things, and you weren't really shown how to feel. And so when you get older, you tend to put yourself in very similar situations, not really understanding why you subconsciously are attracted to the same energy source that fed
Mm-hmm.
you early in life. But now we have that choice. We get to sit back and we get to reflect on the patterns and see, okay, these things, you know, didn't quite play out the way I had imagined them doing so earlier in life. And so for the
Yeah. And
past
that's
10
also
years, it's
okay,
kind
yeah?
of like I've been in a dream, and I
Mm.
just woken up and it's just like, whoa, what happened in my life?
Mm.
And so
Mm.
now it's taking all of those pieces and realigning the puzzle and making it all, putting it all back together, because the bigger picture, you know, is that we're all human. We're all in this together. We get one planet. This planet helps give us life. We're all a part of this creation and the symbiosis of what is. So that,
Mm-hmm.
in a way to honor the spirit, the creator, we have to give back to that, like one of the things that gives us life. And that thing that gives us life is this planet.
Yeah.
We only get the one. There is no known life outside of this planet, in this orbit, in this gravitational pull, that the planets that are in our solar system so precisely orbit to create a harmonic balance or harmonic frequencies at different rates, that when they collect together here, we have the gravity that is necessary for our atoms to form and to make physical matter.
Yeah.
And
Joseph, I hope you're seeing the comments, because lots of people are totally getting emotional and inspired by you. So thank you, Joseph, for doing that. I have nothing to add because I fully agree. I do have a question, because you said you were totally incorrectly diagnosed, right, about your depression?
Yes.
And how did you find that out, and what did you do then?
I mean, I still seek a therapist. I still see a therapist regularly. Psychoanalyst that I talk to. I've studied psychology myself,
Mm-hmm.
because the mind has always been very captivating to me. I wanted to understand it, like, because like I had to grow up really early, and so part of my adult life, I reverted back to like a child,
Mm-hmm.
um, and it's also due to part being autistic. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like so like I have very childlike tendencies, and I've always had a deep connection with the source. And so I know that my trials and tribulations are that there to for me to grow and to learn from and to be able to use for the betterment of all of mankind. Because I know other people are going through shit too.
Yeah.
We all have to go through things. And so when you can be there and have the empathy and know what it feels like for that other person, you can reach them on a much deeper level than you can just being a person that's studied from a book in college, that's got his doctorate or his master's degree, and has
Yeah.
become licensed and wants to sit there and try and tell you based off of what some other man has studied, instead of living those real life experiences. Like my therapist has no life experience in those areas, but I, on the other hand, do. And so
Yeah.
like when I reach people, it's at a different level, but I'm also highly intelligent. And so like I take what I absorbed from my therapist and what I've studied in psychology in college, and I utilize that for, to help others that come to me with similar situations.
Wow. Joseph, you've been on my channel for quite some time, right? And I fully understand why you are on this channel. Um, there are a lot of people, right, that are in the chat responding. This is exactly what we need, right? We want other Capricorns to tell their story, so other people can be inspired. And I also have emotional people there, so it does something what you're saying. By the way, also your voice, Joseph. So that's also important, right? You were talking about frequency, right? So in this case, in this group, right, the frequency regarding your voice and how it's being received, that's a very special thing, Joseph. Okay. So thank you for
Yes, ma'am.
that. Is there something that you want me to do with your choice, or are you saying, nah, I'm good. Let's go to a new person. Let me know.
Um, yeah, we can do. Yeah, I'd like to do a choice card.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Let's see. Your mother, right? Highly inspirational, right?
Yeah, she passed really early in my life, and we didn't get to have much of a relationship. My
Okay.
dad remarried when I was young, and they lied to me about, they let me believe some other woman was my mom. And so when she showed up, like I thought she was a stranger. It,
Wow.
and so
I do have
learning to
something with
trust
your
people.
mother. Wow. I do have. Okay. Wow. Just have a look at these energies, okay? By the way, before we go to these energies, there's a frequency coming through about Atlantis. Your mom and Atlantis. Um, there's a choice here, Joseph. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's when it rains, you have an umbrella that floats above your head, and your socks come out of the laundry all sorted. Joseph's connection, I think, went dead. But Joseph, this is your choice, okay? Maybe you want to come back in the live reading again, and if not, you can also respond in the chat. Okay, let me see. I have Annette here. Where's Annette? Where are you, Annette? I'm going to add you. I think something went wrong with this connection, everybody, okay? Annette, are you there, darling?
I'm here. Are you there?
Hey, Annette. How are you, gorgeous? Are you doing good?
No.
Okay, let us
but but
know.
I
Just
but
give
I
me-
but I love you.
I love you too. I love you too. We don't need to be good or bad, right? To still to love each other. So thank you for that. I humbly thank you for the love. Yes. Annette, tell me, what's your story? Is there a story that you want to share because other people might even be able to relate, or do you want to inspire? You can go ahead,
I
Annette,
just
and tell us.
I just want to say that I feel like my whole life has been a struggle. From the age of 3, I was put into an orphanage,
Okay.
and I was taken in as a foster child. And I had a foster father who was an alcoholic, a very abusive
Hmm.
foster father. I had no support. But so then I got married and I had 2 failed marriages. The
Yeah.
second was not good. It was the same thing. It was alcoholic um,
Mm.
husband. So the 2 marriages failed, and then I met my um, playmate, and he was leaving his marriage, and he said he was going to leave her, and he didn't. And
Hmm.
he would go back and forth. He was very narcissistic and abusive to me. And then in April of 2022, he committed suicide. Um,
Whoa.
so
Oh,
yeah.
Annette, that's a heavy one,
So
right? Oh,
so I didn't get any closure. I kind of feel as though I'm living in purgatory, trying to
yeah.
figure it all out. I'm trying to be a Capricorn right now, but I'm kind of in my Pisces moon. So, but I've been crying all day, just going over my life and just trying to be strong, trying to find God, trying to be inspirational.
Sometimes,
I
Annette, you
I
don't need to be strong, right? Maybe that's a message also. I hear, right, that you're saying, I need to be strong. I'm trying to do this. And sometimes it's good to just let everything be for what it is, right? You don't always need to be strong, Annette.
I have to be because I have only me. I only have me. After my
Yes,
first marriage, my children kind of, you know, didn't want to be involved in my life. So I'm here in Christmas Eve by myself,
you have
trying to be
children.
strong. I do. I have 2
Okay. Okay. What's the reason that your children are not there, Annette?
because of the divorce from their father. I guess they couldn't understand. They've never got. I've reached out. I've tried to, you know, build the relationship, and they just don't want to be involved. And no matter how hard I try,
Mm,
and then
okay.
my and then my daughter suffers from bipolar, and my son. I mean, this is a lot for me to
Yeah.
say, but I just have to get my story out. But my son has transitioned, and I haven't been able to understand and accept that yet either.
Wow.
Um, I just but I have this presence around me all the time. I have signs and synchronicities and dreams, very vivid dreams. And I know that Jim is his name. He committed suicide, but I know that he's always around me.
Um, bear with me, Annette,
I
okay?
feel
Joseph, are you able to come in the call again? Because I saw that your the call was broken, right? Or the connection was broken. Okay, if you can come back in the call, Joseph. Annette, for you, okay. You're saying I only have me, so I can't break down, right?
I break down a lot. I sat here this morning and the tears just rolled out of my eyes
Yeah,
uncontrollably for no reason, just came out of nowhere.
yeah,
It's
but
like
it
I can
means
feel
that
everyone's pain.
your body is asking for you to do exactly that. Like you said, when the tears are rolling over your eyes and you have no idea, because you know where it's coming from, but you're not in a state because you want to be all in control, right? Staying in control is a good thing when it's healthy. What you're doing right now is suppressing, Annette, and then tears start falling, tears start rolling over your eyes or out of your eyes or however you want to say it. Why? Because you are suppressing it. I do think, Annette, that you know that. This is not something new that I'm going to tell you, right? I think you know that. But the message is more this. You are lonely, Annette. There's a high level of loneliness there, right? Am I saying that correct?
I am, but I know that
Yeah.
I know I'm not alone. I know that God, universe source, and those my ancestors have been with me through it all.
Of course, but it's different, right?
I
It's
just
different.
so it's just a lot of trauma throughout my life that I'm just trying to get through.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a
And
lot.
I don't want to feel sorry for myself. Like I said, I want to be strong,
But
and
you
I
are
don't
strong.
hold it in.
But Annette, you are strong. Do you understand that you're coming in this life? You don't even need to, you don't even need to show yourself. Coming in this life and expressing yourself is a sign of being one of the strongest people ever. Do you know how many people are not being able to do that? They cannot even express themselves to themselves, let alone to somebody else. You are strong.
I am. I know I am. And I thank God every day that I'm a part of your family, and that I can get your guidance and your support and your love, because you are my family, and I love
Oh,
everyone in the
darling.
community.
Oh, darling, that's really a compliment. Okay, thank you very much. But the only thing that I do right is making sure that the information is there, right, and then you reflect, right. That's the only thing that I do.
Okay.
But after that, because something profound is going on with you, Annette. I want to say something. Okay, some things to you. I always tell you, right, God never gives you something that you cannot carry, right? Now,
Yeah.
this is a lot, a lot. I have some cases like of all the coaching that I do, 5% is like you. It's a lot, lot, right? So it is so logical that because you're doing everything alone, Annette, there is nobody out there. It's logical that you're going to feel this way. And it's also logical that you're saying, I need to be strong. I need to be strong. I need to be strong. But now there's a reason why I'm coming live today, right? It's Christmas, almost Christmas, right? In other countries,
Yeah.
it's already Christmas, right?
Yes.
But our birthday season is the most holy one, Annette. Christmas is a story about birth. It's about a very in-depth energy intensity of two souls making a very long journey, right? To ultimately give birth to baby Jesus, right?
Yeah.
And they're not even giving birth to baby Jesus, they're giving birth to a whole new awareness in the whole multiverse, right?
Yeah.
Today, on this beautiful holy day, right, that we're going to have first Christmas day, right? Christmas night, first Christmas day, right? You chose to be here. I chose to do this too, right? But you also chose to be here coming in this life, Annette, right?
Yes.
And that is the strongest thing you could have ever done. Why? Because this is a perfect moment from the holy energies that are going on right now regarding Christmas, but also we're going to leave Pluto behind us in a few weeks. And it might really help, Annette, that you are expressing this right now without, talking to yourself about everything that's happening, about suicide, about your failed relationships, about your stepdad being an alcoholic, uh, about your children not being in your life, right?
And the other thing too is when I was growing up, I did have an opportunity to be my mother. I have 5 other sisters that I don't know. And like
Wow.
I tried to be a part of her life, and she had so much guilt about giving me up, um, that she couldn't pursue a relationship with me. And I met my father once, and the just the meeting was not something I could remember because there wasn't a lot to it. Um, so knowing that I have, 5 other sisters out there that I don't know, and
Yeah.
a mom that could never take me in. She could never love me the way I wanted to be loved. My foster parents are deceased. So
Yeah.
it's just me, myself, and I, and God. And you, GDJ. Thank you.
Oh, Annette. Listen, you have me and you have the whole family, okay? In the chat, can you show up for Annette? Yes, because Annette, this is what I'm saying, right? We all see each other's name in the chat. You see me, of course, right, doing the readings. But the story behind everybody, right, is different. And like Joseph said, he went through something. Simply Bliss went through something. You went through something. Nobody will really understand that unless they have really experienced that, right? Um, Everybody that's going through something, right? You don't need to be a Capricorn for that. There's always a level of feeling lonely, right? But when you have these hits in a very short time and a very intense, dynamic, you're gonna feel like literally homeless, right? Like you don't belong anywhere, Annette. Like where do you belong, right? There is no secure, safe haven for you, right? There's no home for you, right? So the message for you, Annette, is I don't know whether you can find help because these are very heavy dynamics. Everybody that's listening right now knows. You also know these are heavy dynamics. You need to create some time, just like Joseph was saying beautifully, right? Sometimes, Annette, we have a tendency, right, to just go on and on and on and on. We take another hit, we fall, we get up, on and on and on. But sometimes you just need to take some time and just lie on the floor. Forget about who's
Oh,
watching. Forget about responsibilities. Take some time for yourself. My question is, can you do that for yourself, Annette? Maybe a weekend away. Can you do that?
I try. I spend a lot of time on my own and do a lot of meditation and journaling and just my work that I do. I work with cancer patients, and
Wow.
I'm an empath. I feel everything, and they
Oh,
start
yeah.
crying, I start crying.
Yeah, I hear
Because
it in your voice. I hear it in your voice. Your voice is it's more a watery voice than a Capricorn voice. I don't know whether you have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your chart, Annette, but it's a water
Pisces
energy.
moon,
Pisces. Oh,
Pisces moon.
okay. This is what I'm hearing. Of course, that's my son, right? He's a Pisces, so yeah, I understand. Okay,
Oh,
okay. Then it's
Iman.
even more important for you with Pisces moon. It's even more important, darling. Yes, you might be a Capricorn, but your Pisces moon is asking you. By the way, do not forget, Saturn, the planet of Capricorn, is, I believe, still in Pisces. So when maybe you are feeling it right now, Annette. Maybe this is the moment. I don't know whether you recognize it. It's the most intense ever. Is that
It
true?
is for sure.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
it's
It's a
because
hundred
Saturn is
percent
also
true.
in Pisces, and Saturn is the lord of karma, karma, right? It has to do with any action and reaction that has ever been playing out in your life, right? Your Pisces energy is the empathic energy. So when Saturn comes into your sign, you're even getting more. Okay, you're not, and maybe that's a very important message. Annette, you are feeling everybody's pain. What you're feeling is everybody's pain. When you are a Pisces, you have that anyhow, okay? When you are a Pisces, like you are, and also this clear empathic energy, you're going to feel everything through your body. Now, with Saturn being there and you being a Capricorn, it's going to be the max. So, what is your message for you, Annette? Try to find a way because when you are a fish, right, you're in the ocean, right? Capricorns are on the mountain, right?
Yes.
And the fish is in the ocean. So now you got to learn, right? As a goat, that you don't drown in the water, and as a Pisces, that you learn how to climb on the mountain, right? Because this is exactly what's going on with Saturn being in Pisces right now. So even if you would, 360 degrees, right? It doesn't matter where you look, you're going to be confronted. You're going to be confronted with your most empathic feelings, your psychic, your empathic feelings, and you're going to be confronted with any action that has been playing out in your life regarding anything that has to do with your life. And those are all the events that you were just summing up, right? I want you to do something, Annette. Okay, once I'm going to go to somebody else in this reading. When you talk about these events, okay, I want you to write down in your journal or on a piece of paper. Let's start, for instance, with you being adopted. The period before that. Every time when there is an event, mark it as positive or negative, and then write down for yourself, Annette, what is the gift that came out of it? I'm going to ask you a question. Let's start with your stepfather, right? He was an alcoholic, right?
Foster father.
Foster
Well,
father.
actually, yeah, foster father.
Yeah. He was an alcoholic, right?
Yes.
Okay. If I would ask you right now, what is the gift of having a foster father that was alcoholic? What would you say? And don't use your Capricorn energy, because Capricorn is going to say nothing and I did this and blah, blah, blah. That's Capricorn. Use your Pisces energy.
The gift of having a foster father that was an alcoholic.
Yeah. What's the gift?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to tell you, Annette, okay?
I don't know.
I'm going to
I'm
tell you.
sorry.
Listen. The fact that he came into your life, also with these dynamics, is because you learned really fast at a young age that is not the partner that you want to be in your life with, right?
I thought of that, yes.
Yeah.
And then it repeated in my second marriage.
But this is a clear message. The interesting part is also that you said, I went even into a relationship, and guess what? You selected the same person as your foster father, right?
You kind of hid it from me in the very beginning. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Exactly. And you didn't know. Why not? Because this is how energies works. Energy works like this, Annette. You think that you can trust somebody, right? But then you find out that somebody is executing the same behavior as somebody that was really close. Why is that happening again? Because you didn't have the opportunity to process what happened with your foster father. If you process that with your foster father, you would have recognized your ex-husband, and you would not. You would have never chosen him. So the message right now is, Annette, that you've been through all these hardships, even severe traumas, right? You can, I think we can say that, right? Because this is some deep energy that you're being confronted with, right? So now you need to turn it around, Annette. Instead of saying, okay, this happened, now you need to say, okay, this happened, but it's not who I am. This is not who I am. I am not my foster father who's an alcoholic. I am not the suicide that occurred. I am not my children abandoning me. Once you are defining that, Annette, you're going to have clarity on what you are. And I will tell you what you will find out, Annette. You will find out that you will put in a position, like Joseph said, by other circumstances that you could not control. And what you're also going to find out is that these situations happened, and you are literally in a situation right now where you feel that you cannot control the situation. But now, where you are right now, you can, Annette, by making different choices. Is it going to change the past? No, it's not. But it is going to change your future. I don't know, Annette, whether you were there when you heard Maribel talking. Did you hear that? When she was talking about I'm stuck, etc.? Yeah? I asked her, right? Start changing. You need to change. Do something different. Whatever that is for you, change it. Is there something that you can change? I'm just going to say something. Maybe you always wanted to dance, Annette. Maybe you make amazing pies. You want to start baking a lot. Yeah, I don't know anything that changes and gives you inspiration. Because if you don't do that, you're not changing the energy. And there's another thing, Annette. I don't know. Have you ever asked help to talk to somebody about this?
I did. I just haven't found the right therapist. So
okay. This is really important, okay? Because once you start talking, you start opening up. Once you start opening up, all the energy that's accumulated in your body starts being released. You have no release moment now. You keep. This is why these tears are rolling, spontaneously out of your eyes, because you're doing this. You need to release, darling. You need to have a moment to be able to release.
You know what I did notice? That I find myself working lots of overtime, so I'm not alone with myself. Because when I'm
Of
alone with
course.
myself, this is what happens.
Yeah, of course you do. That's a typical Capricorn trait. That is a typical Capricorn trait. And your typical Pisces trait is that you don't want to confront yourself with your real feelings. You're running away from your
Oh,
own feelings.
I've gone through the dark night of the soul. I went through it for almost 2 years.
Yeah, but that's the
I've
dark night of the
confronted
soul,
my
right?
I've
But
confronted it.
today you still have your eyes rolling over, your tears rolling out of your eyes, right? And
And I
that
think the
is,
reason is because his birthday was December 18th.
yeah,
And,
of course,
and it's
it's all gonna
Christmas
have
and
an
I have
impact.
memories.
Of
I have all
course,
these memories, GDT.
of course you do, darling. But listen, everybody that has a certain situation, they have a recovery, right? They start to recover. For
Mhm.
you, there has no been recovery. It's almost like you're reliving, Annette, everything. And then
Well,
next
because
year,
there was no closure. There was
exactly,
no closure.
exactly. How do you get closer, Annette? By starting to take actions that help you. If you cannot express what you're really feeling, like things like this, right? Like talking to me, right? Do you like that?
Yeah,
Do you like this?
I love it.
I know you do, darling. Especially because not even because you're Capricorn, because you are a Pisces. Not even because you're a Capricorn, because you are a Pisces moon. You're lost in this ocean, all this water tsunami, right? You're trying to find your way as
Yeah,
this fish.
yeah.
So I would advise you to check this. If you like this conversation that we have, then you need to find somebody, okay? And I'm talking about somebody that can really help you, somebody that's able to listen to your story, somebody that's able to help you out in a way where you can really process what's going on and express, Annette, because you're such a beautiful, strong person, right? You're saying, I need to be strong and it's me, myself, and I. I know, we all know, darling. But you have a different energy here with your Pisces moon, darling. And you are really a Pisces moon because you really remind me of my son, darling.
No, I like
Yeah,
cookies
you
too.
do. You're saying to me, what did you say? You're my light or something like that. That's something that my Pisces son says, right?
Well, you are. You're the light in my darkness.
Yeah. Listen, darling, I try to do the best I can, right? And we are family, right? We are a family. We definitely are. And it doesn't matter where we are in this whole wide world. When we need each other, we show up for each other, right? So
I
today,
appreciate you.
yeah, I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you too, Annette. Yes. Just think about
Yes.
it. Just let this sink a little bit what we had today. And then when you think about the next step, think about the good feelings that you had out of this conversation. And then I know definitely that you're going to take the right step. It only takes one step and a little step. You don't need to take big steps. Okay. And make sure that you have an objective of what you want out of it. Because, like I said, Saturn is in Pisces, right? So, yes, you can climb mountains. Yes, you can be in the ocean. But now the Pisces needs to learn, okay, what the mountain is, and the goat needs to learn what the water is. And that's exactly why you're going through the depths right now. It's the most difficult right now.
Well, I
Okay?
appreciate everything you do.
I appreciate you too,
Thank
darling.
you.
Yes, you're welcome. Also, look in the chat. Okay, there are beautiful people also commenting here. Maribel is also saying, I'm here for you, for anyone who needs to talk to someone. This is exactly what we're doing, right? Lots of people not being heard. So thank you,
I
Annette.
love all of you. I love all of
Yeah, I
you.
love
Thank
you
you.
too. Okay. Thank you for expressing yourself. And I hope this helps you a little bit. And maybe we should do this more often, right? Let's just talk,
Yes,
right?
that sounds beautiful.
Yeah, maybe we should just talk, right?
Talk, talk,
Okay,
talk,
darling,
talk.
I'm gonna give somebody else now the floor. Thank you for being here. Yes, Annette. And
Thank
yeah,
you.
just think about what I said. Yeah,
I will. I will. Thank you.
Okay. Love you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Love you. Mwah.
Mwah. That was Annette, everybody. Okay. I see Zainab saying, I found my answers and contentment of heart in the Holy Quran. It brought so much peace. Hey, Zainab. Joseph is here. I'm available to rejoin the call again. Okay, let me show the link. Sorry, Joseph. We're going to invite Joseph again, everybody. Joseph was just there giving some beautiful advice. Because, of course, he went himself through things, right? And some of us, we experience the same things, right? Because Joseph, for instance, he talked about his mother, right? Everybody has lost somebody special. I lost my dad too, right? So, but some things are so extreme, everybody, we're not always able to relate, right? So this is why it's good to have other people. I'm going to have Joseph again here, or anybody else, okay, that wants to use the link. I put the link in there, everybody. Yeah? And let's try to do this more often, everybody. Just have a conversation with each other. Let's just try to connect with each other. Yes? Let's just try to see whether you are all right, whether you're doing fine. Okay? Anybody that wants to come into the chat, everybody, you don't have to show your face. You can use the link, which I just put in the chat. That's this one. Yes. Hey, gorgeous Annette. We love you too, okay? Yes. Gorgeous Annette. I love these kind of interactions, Capricorns, because everybody you can see, right, what somebody's going through, right? Vega, I see you, darling. Bear with me, okay? I'm just going to invite Joseph. And maybe I should invite both of you. Let's do that. I'm going to add Vega and I'm going to add Joseph. I do have an echo here.
Can
you hear me, Jonathan?
Let me see if I do this with Vega. Okay, it's you, Joseph. Vega, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, darling.
I just have to turn the camera.
There's a lot of echo here.
Yeah.
We're good now, yeah? Yes, we're good, Vega. I think we're good. Tell me, darling. Are you able to hear me, Vega?
Ja. Skal jeg lige på en live? Ja, men du...
Okay, that was Vega. I'm going to have Joseph over again. Joseph?
Hi, GDT. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me too?
I can hear you just well.
Yeah, but there's an echo.
Echo.
Is that a little better?
I don't know. Let me talk.
Let me talk.
I hear an echo still. Do you hear it?
I'm not hearing an echo.
Does anybody in the chat
hear an echo?
Bear with me, okay? I can, of course. You have to mute your video. Brian is saying. You have to mute the video. Can you do that, Joseph? Hey, Brian. Thank you, darling. Okay. Are you still there, Joseph?
Is that better?
Yeah. No.
No. Oh, no.
Lots of echo saying at the same. Maybe you just log off and then come in again.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna send the link again. Yeah, I send it again, everybody. Okay. We're gonna do this much more often. Okay, just to check in with you, everybody. Okay, let's really check in. Let's really connect with each other. Let's just really do that. I mean, we really don't do that, right? And if you're then not feeling well, and we're gonna make, I'm already gonna say to you, okay, we're gonna make a fixed date out of it, okay? So all of you that have something to express, or you need some support, or you need some inspiration, We're gonna do this. Let me think right now, everybody. Bear with me. I'm just thinking. We're gonna do this every Friday night until further notice. Okay, every Friday night, I will be here, and we're just gonna have a check-in. We're just gonna talk. Okay. Vega is there. Where is Vega? Vega.
Vega.
Hi.
Hey,
Hey,
darling.
darling.
Hello.
Hello. How
Hello,
are
how
you?
are you?
I've been better.
Yes. Do you want
Yes,
to
do you
share
want to
with us?
share
I
with
can
us? I
still
can
hear an
still hear an
echo.
echo.
Still?
Yeah.
I
Is it
just
on my
Yeah, is it
side?
on my
the
side?
settings. Huh?
You know what?
You
I'm
know
just
what?
gonna
I'm
be
just gonna
quiet.
be quiet.
I'm just gonna
I'm just
listen.
gonna
Tell us
listen.
what you
Tell
want to
us what you want
share,
to share,
inspirational wise,
inspirational
or maybe you're
wise, or
going
maybe
through
you're going through
something.
something.
Um, we should have been like the three of us, but my daughter, she would, she by force, by law, she had to go back to her father. So this is not a nice Christmas Eve for
Wow.
us.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, and then my son, he wanted to stay with me
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
his father, and yeah. So I have to, keep a face. So that's not, and I she must been she m- she was lied to and told that I was agreeing with this solution,
Yeah.
and I was not.
Yeah.
I was held back by the police.
Oh,
Oh,
jeetje.
jeetje.
Yeah. So yeah, and I cannot call her, and I cannot see her, and now it's Christmas and New Year, and there's no agreement in place. So yeah, my heart bleeds for her.
Okay. I
Okay,
think
I think
we can all.
we can
Sorry
all.
for the echo,
Sorry for the
everybody. It's
echo,
really
everybody. It's
annoying
really annoying
Hmm.
because it means that I
because it
cannot
means that
really
I cannot
respond,
really
right?
respond, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Let me see whether I
Let me
can
see
add
whether I can
Joseph
add
on.
Joseph on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then
Okay, and
let's see
then
whether
let's
he
see
has
whether he
echoes.
has echoes.
Yeah.
Joseph,
Joseph,
Joseph, are you there?
Joseph, are you there? Joseph, are you
Oh,
there?
this is even
Oh,
worse.
this is even worse.
I'm here. I think it has. I got muted.
Can you talk,
Can you
Joseph?
talk, Joseph?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm gonna
You know
do?
what
I'm
I'm
just
gonna do?
gonna shut
I'm
up
just gonna shut up
and I'll let you and
and I'll
Vega
let you
talk,
and
okay?
Vega talk, okay?
Okay.
And then
And
the
then
messages,
the
of course,
messages, of
Joseph,
course, Joseph,
that regarding
that
what Vega is
regarding
going
what
on,
Vega's
right?
going on, right?
Whether you could give her
Whether you
your
could give
advice
her
from
your
your
advice
perspective.
from your perspective.
Okay.
Okay, you can talk
Okay, you
both,
can
okay?
talk both, okay?
Okay. Whew. Can you hear me, Vega? Are you there?
I can hear you,
I can hear
Joseph,
you,
but
Joseph. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay. So this is kind of a topic that touches pretty close to my heart. This is the
Oh, now
Oh,
there's,
now
yeah,
now there's
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
okay. So you right now you're going through a situation where your daughter's absent from Christmas. You're not able to contact her, talk to her. There's really
Exactly.
no agreement put in place for visitation or anything of the such. Okay, I've been
Yeah.
dealing with something very similar to this for quite a while now. I have two children, a daughter that is 14 and a
Mm-hmm.
son that is 14. Um, there is it's a the custody agreement that is in place is supposed to be reasonable, but my
Mm-hmm.
son's mother hasn't been very reasonable. Um, there's nothing in the court order that states that he can't come to my house, but she seems to think that she wants to
Yeah.
stipulate a thing where I have to go to California to see him. Um, because of that diagnosis that the military gave me, um, I'm pretty much on a fixed income. So I live in Hawaii, and it's difficult for me to travel back and forth to California regularly without.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so this is going to be another Christmas where I don't get to see or spend time or have those family traditions with my children.
Wow.
Now, in part, I've come to understand being a history buff. I've come to realize that the calendar's been changed. So my beliefs are a little bit different. I don't really celebrate Christmas. I
Mm.
celebrate what's called Three
Mm-hmm.
Kings Day. Um, and so I've come to be more acceptable of like not buying into the societal pressures of like this whole way that you have to celebrate.
Yeah.
There's other it's not that's not the only way that you can celebrate your connection to the source and the creator that created all of this. Um, yeah, I find that it's better for me in this time of the year to kind of sit more with myself and not be so um, around that energy that I know that people aren't conscientious about the energy that they're emitting. I'm very sensitive to other people's energy. So I
Mm.
take this time to not necessarily isolate myself, but I become very selective with the energy that I do participate in. The people that I allow within my inner orbit. Because I've
Mm-hmm.
through discernment and my experiences throughout life, I know that we are human. We're all fallible. We all make mistakes, and we're going to accidentally hurt others. And it's learning to be able to communicate in those times that, hey, your behavior hurt me. If you continue
Mm.
to do those things, then you're going to have less of me in your life.
Yeah.
Setting those boundaries, because as children, we didn't necessarily have those opportunities for that. Because I'm pretty sure that I can speak for many of us within that tune into GDT's channel, that we went through some
Mm-hmm.
pretty extenuating circumstances at an early age that forced us to internalize a lot of things, not really be able to process them because our external environment didn't allow for it. And so now we get into these
Yeah.
situations that are a constant reminder of those things, but it's not
Mm.
to remind you of the terrible things that have happened. It's there to show you that you now have the opportunity to change how you react to these things
Yeah.
that are happening in your environment. And so then you can be like, hey, I even though I was not allowed to set boundaries before, now I have this new thing that I can do, and I can be like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to tolerate that behavior. You're not allowed over at my house anymore. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you know what? We can't even have a conversation peacefully about what's best for our child and his
Yeah.
psychological development. So I'm not gonna like without a mediator or a court supervisor. I'm not going to continue to have conversations with this person because she's not capable of having an adult conversation without being triggered because of her trauma. We had a trauma bond. At
Yeah.
that early in my age, I wasn't cognizant of what my choices were. I thought at the time, oh yes, this is what I've wanted. This is like, like I didn't take the time to really consider what all it was going to take to make that happen. And so I did
Mm-hmm.
everything backwards. And so now I've been having to pick up those pieces. It's not been easy. Like I came on, like I have a lot. I could write a book. Um I just right now I'm trying to start a farm, and I haven't been able to apply myself to be able to write that book. But I do know that once that book does get published, it's going to be able to help so many people, because I know that I myself am not alone in this when I say that we've all had our hardships and our trials and our tribulations, and those are
Yeah.
there to help us grow. It's not
I have a
easy.
question,
I have a question,
Joseph.
Joseph.
Yes.
Your farm, what
Your
kind of
farm,
farm is
what
it?
kind of farm is it?
Right now, I'm starting off with produce, just growing organic produce that is like um, my farming is specialized in regenerative soil practices. So then that way,
Wow.
it feeds the soil and the microbiology that lives in the dirt. So then that way, it helps produce good food that we,
Yeah.
consume. Because we require that energy, and so the energy that you put into it is the same energy that you're going to get out of it. So right now, I'm incubating a small produce farm. I'm going to be leasing some land um, that needs to be regenerated. So then that way I can start growing more food here in Hawaii, because about 90% of all the produce is imported to the island. And if there was
Mm.
something that had happened with the ships and the ships stopped coming, there would be a food insecurity here.
Yeah.
And there, same thing with a lot of places. Majority of the agricultural land on the mainland in the continental United States has been depleted of all of its natural resources. And so they're constantly amending it with poisons instead of like organic matter.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
the farming practices aren't really there for the future. And so we're going to have a huge food insecurity in about 5 to 10 years. And so my agenda is to be able to counteract that by starting now to making sure that that doesn't happen.
I think,
I think,
Joseph, we should all
Joseph, we
come to
should all come
Hawaii.
to Hawaii.
We'll help you with your
We'll help you
farm.
with your farm.
Yeah, we're going to do
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna do that.
That would be
That
amazing.
would be amazing.
Thank you. No
But
jumping.
aside from
But
that,
aside from that,
Vega,
Vega,
you hear similar storyline, right?
Well, kind of. I also have a son, and he's home now, and
and
it's kind of
it's kind of
difficult to
difficult to
differentiate
differentiate
those,
those,
you know, um, taking him in consideration also with, and then parallel to my own, and then I cannot stop thinking about what my daughter's thinking. So yeah, I'm.
The difficult thing is,
But the
Vega,
story. Sorry.
the difficult thing is that, oh, there's no echo anymore. Okay, well, that's
No.
good. But the difficult thing is that this situation, right, like Joseph is saying, right, I think this is a really profound thing that Joseph is saying, everybody, because everybody has certain things, right, certain dynamics, and some have them extremely, others of them, yes, other things we all are being accounted with, like death, right, loss, split up, breakup, divorce, all generic things. But others of you, you have some more intense things that are going on, right? What is important to realize, Vega, is what Joseph was saying about things that we can control and things that we cannot control, right? Because now with your daughter, and also what Joseph was saying about his ex, right? I mean, if we listen to Joseph, everybody's listening. I don't know who your ex is, Joseph. But everybody is listening here to you, okay? All the women here are totally crazy about you. So I have no idea what kind of ex you're dealing with. And you already said it, right? She has her own trauma responses, etc., which fits, right?
Yeah, that
The
was
fact that
so
she's not able.
beautiful put.
Yeah. So from
Yeah.
a masculine, this is why I love it, okay, Joseph, that you showed up, because I want the women to see, okay, I always talk about my Leo ex-husband, right? He has the same energy as Joseph, exactly the same energy. He can always, and everybody still says, saying, yeah, you should have been with him. Why are you not together? Okay, that's something else. We had other issues, right? But regarding the mature energy, right, to work it out, like you're going through something right now, Vega, where your daughter was lied to. and she's there.
Yes.
And basically, the whole family here is being traumatized just
Yeah.
because your ex most likely has a personal vendetta against you, right?
Yeah. Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. So, by the way, can I ask what your ex zodiac sign is?
Um, Aries.
Oh, Aries is in the
Yeah.
North Node right now. He's in the Dragon, so
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna do anything, darling. If he's on a bad route right
Yeah.
now, he's in the Dragon, so he's gonna be a dragon out of control.
Yeah. And he is. He's
Oh,
behaving
okay,
very weird. Like
okay.
you only see this in movies, you know. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
but that's the dragon, right? When the dragon is in control with Libra and Aries, you
Mm,
have the most beautiful people. Aries is ambitious, passion driven, is gonna work
yeah.
really hard to make sure that the security, stability, all the beautiful things that you can think of Aries will do. Libra will make sure that there is harmony, everything is balanced, everything is
Yeah.
beautiful. But if not, you get the flip side.
Yeah.
So this has definitely to do with the dragon. Meanwhile, you still need to survive, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I have
Exactly,
to.
exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe that's good for other people because Joseph said, right? He's dealing also with, with an ex, and I think he also said it really beautifully. The time right now is not always about the craziness, right? Christmas
Mm-hmm.
shopping, eating fully
Yeah.
like
No.
with 200%. I'm also not going to do that. So
No.
that's definitely not on my agenda. Also not in yours. That's excellent. But the
Mm-hmm.
message is also the quality time that you do have right with your son, because you can't
Yeah.
influence, right, that your daughter is not there. You need to focus on that, Vega.
Yeah. I am, and it's also, well, I have been in this back and forth with this ex about her in like is 8 years altogether, and she's
Wow.
10. She Yeah,
Oh my
and
God, it's been her whole life, this.
yeah.
Oh,
So
I can't even imagine that. Oh my God.
no, I need to be
Let's
honest with
let's get
her.
Joseph also here, okay? Let's see about
Hmm.
Joseph. Joseph,
Joseph,
I'm just
I'm just.
oh, there's
Oh,
Joseph, I think.
there's Joseph, I think.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, she's been
Okay,
telling,
she's
right,
been
that
telling, right, that
almost 8 years
almost
of her
eight
daughter's
years of
life,
her daughter's life,
she's been going through
she's been
this.
going through this.
Okay.
What about you?
What about you?
My son's now like I said, my son and my daughter are now 14. I haven't
Hmm.
seen and hugged my daughter in almost 9 years.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Holy
Holy.
It's been a year since I've had a video conversation with her,
Wow,
and
Joseph,
Wow,
I'm so
Joseph.
sorry.
it's not because I haven't tried, and it's not because I don't want to be there for them.
Mm.
Oh,
So, like, you know, my first marriage was really young and early. My ex-wife grew up without a father, and so she didn't feel as though that my daughter needed her father present. She's since remarried and moved off to a different state where I have no idea where she's actually at. And I haven't been in a financial position to be able to hire a lawyer to do anything about it. And so trying to do it all on your own while somebody else is
Yeah.
telling you that, hey, you got this and you got that, take a pill for this, like, oh, this pill is had this really wild side effect, so we're not going to give you that anymore, but we're not going to allow for you to train with a rifle either, because like we're afraid for other people's safety. And so even though you're supposed to be a Marine and we're training you to kill people, but we've now messed with your brain by putting this
yeah.
chemical in your body that has now changed who you are. And so because of this side effect, we're going to now treat you differently. We're going to look at you differently. And we're no longer going to treat you the same and show you the same respect that we once had for you. And so then you just
Hmm.
become a number, and then you become a part of the system. And then they tell you that, oh, you're not going to, you're not in, and then they substantiate by constantly telling you that there's something wrong with you to keep you there.
Yeah.
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 And,
And
and
this
so
this is the message,
This is the
Joseph. I
message,
think it's
Joseph.
really
I think
important
it's
for
really
everybody.
important for everybody.
They're all
They're
in on it.
all in on it.
I'm telling you,
I'm telling you,
it's all
it's
organized.
all
You know what?
organized. You know what?
Yes, it is, GDT.
You know why? Because
You
the
know why?
children
Because the children
are the
are
most
the
precious.
most precious.
They're all in on it.
They're all in on it.
It's so
It's so
gross.
gross.
Right now, my son doesn't want to talk to me. He's mad. His mom has him believing. The last time I talked to him on the phone, he called me a piece of crap. Told me that I wasn't able to feed him, even though I'm growing so much food right now. Like he has it in his mind that I haven't seen him in over 8 years, but 4 years ago, before COVID happened, I saved up all the money that I could and spent 2 weeks there and took him out of school for his birthday. I have copious amount of photos of the times that I traveled to go see him. And yet, he's been made to believe that I don't care for him. I don't love him. I've never tried. And so, I know what it's like to have your character slandered and put down, but that what other people say about you and the picture that they try to paint doesn't mean that is who you are.
Definitely
You
not.
have
Definitely not. No.
you have a choice to be yourself and to not allow other people in your external environment, now no matter how closely tied you are to them, to have them change who you are. And I've done that. I've changed who I was in order to try to keep somebody in my life that just wasn't meant to be in my life, in that sense and in that way. And it's coming to terms with that and understanding it and accepting it and trying to move forward while somebody else is still stuck in the past, feeling like I abandoned them, when the reality of it is she chose her family over me. And then now her family situation, she's been manipulated by her father. And so now she's unhappy with her choices in life. But it's
Mm.
But
easier
she
for
didn't
her to
have a
point
She
the
didn't
father,
finger.
have
did
a
she?
father, did she?
He was in and out, and he's not a very, from my, it's not my place to talk bad on anybody.
No,
Um,
no.
No, no.
So,
You know what the
You
message
know what
also
the
is,
message
Joseph?
also is, Joseph?
When exes do
When
this,
exes do that,
they think
they
they are hurting the ex, right? But they're hurting the children. They have no idea what they're
yeah,
doing. They have no
yeah.
idea what they're doing. They're hurting the children. And this is why I'm saying
Oh,
they're all in on it. Why? Because any sensible person that's on the other side with your ex, also for you, Vega, anybody that's sensible, your ex, right? The Aries, his mother, his
yeah,
father, his grandmother, I don't know,
yeah.
anybody with a sensible set of brains says, listen, Aries, this is not normal what you're doing. It's not good for your daughter. It's the same
Mm-hmm,
applicable for you, Joseph. They're all in on it. And the
mm-hmm.
thing that they don't understand is that they think they damage the ex, but they don't. They're damaging the children. They're
Yeah, but
damaging the
how
children.
stupid is that? Can I mean, we should be way past that, right?
Yeah, but it
right? Yeah,
depends,
but it
right? It
depends,
depends,
right? It depends,
Vega, on who you're
Vega,
dealing
on
with.
who you're dealing with.
I gave you an
Mm.
example, right, about my ex-Leo
Yeah,
husband, right?
mm,
We still go on vacations together. And yes, I still run
yeah.
around there half naked because, he knows my body. It makes no sense. He knows me. He knows every inch, right? But what the message is that when our child needs us, we go together on vacation. We do. And then
Yeah.
other men, employees of mine, they say, "Whoa, GDT, are you gonna go on vacation with your ex again?" Yeah, the child needs us both,
Yeah.
right?
That is so beautiful.
And only if
I
you have a
will
mature
wish I
person.
could come to that.
Yeah, but your
Yeah,
Aries
exactly.
doesn't understand it apparently, and also Joseph's ex not.
That's
Why?
not right.
Because there are other
Because there
things
are other
going on. By
things
the way,
going
my
on. By
Leo
the way, my
ex-husband
Leo ex-husband
was raised by a
was raised by
Capricorn.
a
Let's
Capricorn.
make sure that we know
Let's sure
that.
that we know that.
His
my
father was a
son's
His father
Capricorn.
was a Capricorn.
My son's mom's a Capricorn.
Joseph, can you repeat
Joseph,
that
can you
again?
He's the
repeat that
wrong
again? He's
one.
the wrong
I
one.
said my son's mom is a Capricorn.
Wow.
Wow.
My God.
My
You see how
God.
it
You
goes?
see how it goes?
She's born 9 days after me.
Okay,
but
but
3
then
years
you have
But
younger.
then you have the
3
you
years
have the
younger.
revengeful one.
revengeful one.
She's the revengeful one.
Yeah, she's the
Yeah,
revengeful
she's
one.
the revengeful one.
Yeah.
And this is what I say
This is what
always,
I say
right?
always, right?
Regardless of the zodiac
Regardless of
sign,
the zodiac sign,
people are created
people
as they
are
have been
created as they
created.
have been created.
And then you come into a
And then you come
relationship
into a
with them.
relationship with them.
You don't know half
You
of the
don't know
things they were
half of the
going
things they
through.
were going through.
And then at the end,
And
who's
then
going
at
to
the
pay
end,
the
who's
bill?
going to pay the bill?
You.
You.
So this is a
So
profound
this is a
message,
profound
okay,
message,
for those
okay,
who are
for
dealing with
those who are dealing with
these kind of
these
dynamics.
kind of dynamics.
I am gonna
I am gonna
take another
take
person now,
another.
Vega, in the video, okay? Vega,
Yeah,
I hope
thank
this helps you
you.
out just by talking and expressing. Also,
Yeah.
Joseph advice, of course. Joseph, thank you again for
Yeah,
doing
thank you,
that.
Joseph.
Yes,
Thank you
and
for sharing.
although your daughter is not there, I do say to you a very blessed Merry Christmas with your son. Yes,
Yeah.
and enjoy the
Thank
love.
you.
Okay.
And you too.
Thank
Thank
you. Love you. Bye
You.
bye.
Bye
Thank you
bye.
Bye.
too.
Bye.
Bye.
Blessings.
Bye.
Okay, Joseph, if you
Okay,
could stay
Joseph, if
there,
you could,
and if you could put
and if
yourself
you
on
could put
mute,
yourself on mute.
I'm gonna add somebody else here. Can you hear me, darling?
Hi, GDT.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Merry
Yes,
Christmas.
I'm doing good. Is
So
this
happy to
Arifa?
be. Yes.
Everybody, just put your hand like this on screen. Put your hand on screen. Just put your hand on screen like this. We have the same hands. We
So
literally have the
happy to hear
same
you.
hands. Listen, everybody. Arifa has bought, amongst others, a birth chart reading, right?
Yes.
And that one was quite an interesting, like many of those birth chart readings. But today, Arifa, you're here, you're showing up. What is it that you want to share? Is there something that you want to share, inspirational, motivational, or are you saying, I'm not
Uh,
really feeling that well? Help me.
uh, sure. I think I'll say I'm feeling very well from the 1 week. I don't
Perfect.
know why, what happened. And I'm
Yeah.
so happy to hear and know all the stories here and very inspiring the Joseph story as well. I
Mm-hmm.
learned something from him today, and I want to tell you, you inspire me a lot too. You work all day on the events and the Christmas and any day for everybody. It's so good. And I wanted to share something. I mean, I celebrated Christmas Eve with my friends last night, and
Yeah.
everybody was so happy. It's so positive energy. But sometimes one or two people just bring up some topic to trigger you,
Yeah.
and I learned in some way to avoid that energy and be still happy in the whole process, because
Yeah.
I know they are not bad people, but they just randomly say something without knowing or something like that. I used to
Yeah.
judge and move away from there, but right now I can see the good and positive side, and I understand what is the positive energy and the negative energy in
Wow.
the crowd.
Good.
I can choose the better way right now. Maybe
Yeah.
you are
Good.
because of your help too.
Yeah. You had some readings, right? And your birth chart readings. And
Yes.
maybe also good for you if you could explain, okay, what the birth chart reading has done to you when you received it.
I have it changed my perspective seeing the things. I think a lot of negative. I do overthinking. I think everything is happens to only me all the time. I don't know
Yeah.
what makes me think like that, but I think I'm just a small, particle in this whole world. Everybody is going through some or the other way. Even they have financial issues, they have love issues, they have family issues.
Yeah.
They're still
Yeah.
moving forward, and I can do
Yeah.
that too. I'm not alone.
Definitely, definitely. I think that's a beautiful message to say because everybody that's buying paid personal readings, birth chart reading coachings, like I said, right, like 10% has really heavy dynamics, okay?
Yes.
Like, for instance, Maribel, but also Annette, right? These are really heavy dynamics. And there are some stories, of course, I will not tell because it's all privacy, but there are worse even, okay? So please, all of you, you are definitely not alone. If you are feeling something, you're not feeling well, let's try to do this more often, okay? Because
Yes.
I think it's good, right, to
I
just
love it.
interact. Yeah, you love it. I think other
Yes.
people too, right? Because Hamida, basically, you started it. Where's Hamida? Her face lit up. Well, most likely because she got she bought all those readings, right? And of course, she had beautiful messages, right? Because the things that I will tell her are very profound, based on her own situation and her birth chart reading. But aside from that, Hamida, this is because of you, okay? You said on the Goddess Dragon Tarot channel, I'm not feeling well. I'm depressed. Somebody let you down. And this is why I'm doing it, okay? So, Hamida, if you could come in the call, because you're the reason why we started this, right?
Shout out to
May-
Hamida.
yeah, maybe you want to come in the call, Hamida. And you also said, I'm a Muslim. I don't celebrate Christmas. Arifa, you're also Muslim,
Hey,
right?
yes, I wanted to say that. I'm a
So,
Muslim. Hi.
Hamida, let me see whether I
Too.
can give the link here. Come in the call, please, okay? Let's see.
I always wanted to know the reason behind it. I'm not sure. I'm a Muslim. I do the namaz. I do all the prayers. I go to church. I go to temple. I have no idea why I'm so dragged to, going, doing all the stuff. My friends, like, they wondering what she's doing. But it
Yeah,
makes me so happy. It brings positivity. So why not? It's good
yeah.
thing there.
As long as you feel that it's good
Yep.
and you get your positive energy out of it, why not, right? And again, your own intimacy with the Lord, with God, right? That's for you to decide. Nobody else, right?
Yeah.
So definitely, I'm going to see whether Hamida is going to show up. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
she's coming in now. Joseph, are you still there?
I'm going to the prayer
Going to
today
the
at
prayer
5
today at
p.m.
5.
to church.
Bear
I'm
with me,
still here.
Arifa.
Bear with me, are we?
Okay, perfect.
Okay, perfect.
I don't. It's
I
you,
don't.
Joseph. It's you. It's your connection. Because every time when I talk to you, there's an echo, darling. Okay, Hamida is also there. I'm going to add her right now.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hey, Hamida.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hey. Hello. You have a radio voice. Hello, darling.
It was
How
my
are you,
birthday the other day.
Hamida, I saw your message on Goddess Dragon Tarot. I thought I wasn't even going to go live. Then I thought, let me go live. And then I saw people saying, oh, I'm not feeling well. Oh, Lord have mercy. And then I thought, let me do this. So how are you, darling? Share with us. Tell us.
Well, thank you so much, GDT, for just responding and actually just being a source of light and inspiration and knowledge and guidance to all of us. I'm just grateful for that.
You're
I want to
welcome.
say, I want to give the greetings. Assalamu alaikum to everybody who is, Muslim or not Muslim, because
Yes.
it just needs peace be upon you. So I just
Yes.
want to impart and, some peace upon everyone. I was a little upset the other day because December 22nd is my birthday. I turned 48 years old. And I've had a very difficult year. I've had a difficult life, but I'm going to get my personal reading and you and I will go into that. But the reason that I'm here today is because I've been dealing with someone that I forgot my birthday. It's a special person in my life, and I didn't receive a call or a text. And I was very disappointed and I was let down and hurt. Um, and it also triggered me because I am not one who ever forgets anyone's birthday. I don't
Mm.
celebrate Christmas. So, I've also, it was a trigger for me because I've also always gotten lost. Like I live in America,
Mm.
in New York City, Manhattan.
Mm.
Um, and I've always gotten lost in the Christmas shuffle where, even with my friends, it's like, oh, I want to do this for my birthday, but oh, we don't have it right now because we have to do Christmas shopping. We have to do, and that's fine, but I've been dealing with that for 48 years. So
Mm.
I decided, you said this the other day on one of your other channels. It was so funny. You were saying something about like, I'm just like not going to be here, for my birthday. Like I'm just going to travel. GDT. That is what I've
Yeah.
been doing.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
what I've been doing. And, it was my son's 25th birthday earlier this month. He's a Sagittarius, December
Well,
2nd.
congratulations. Double
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you. And so I went to he lives in Morocco. I went to
Mm.
Morocco to visit him. We surprised him. Um, but I kind of sacrificed, what I was going to do for myself just to go and spend, time with him. Um, but GDT, I have two children. Um, I have a daughter who is 28, 29. She
Mhm.
is a teacher, a math and science teacher. And my son is an engineer. Um, but he
Wow.
owns it. Yeah, he owns
You
it.
must be
But
so proud.
I'm very
Wow.
proud. He owns a healing retreat out in Morocco, and so he and his
Oh,
wife.
girl. Hey,
can't invite her.
listen. Everybody's gonna go there now.
Yes, everybody's invited and welcome.
Everybody's gonna go to Morocco. Okay. By the way, Morocco is just around the corner for me, right? I go to
Oh
Spain
yeah.
and then I'm in Morocco, right? I'm in
Oh
the Netherlands,
yes.
right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I want to come to the Netherlands one day, and I'll look you up when I get there. But I just my disappointment kicked in. Um, and I'm always there for everyone else. I've sacrificed myself for everyone else. I'm the eldest child of four daughters. um my mother hasn't always had a good relationship with everyone. She actually left when I was 16, and then we lived with my dad, and then that was a whole another thing. But I've always had to step up and kind of be mom to sisters. And I'm just like, when is it my turn for somebody to like
Yeah. To show up, to show some
show up for
respect.
me, GDT?
Show up with some respect,
When is
man.
somebody
Jesus.
gonna show up for me?
Yeah, I know. I know,
When?
Hamida. I know.
I feel you.
I know. We all hear you, darling, okay? But
I'm
listen, Hamida.
sorry.
It's okay, darling. This is what we're gonna do this more often every Friday from now onwards, okay?
I'm sorry.
We're gonna do this as a family. Every Friday, all of you come in. You have something you need to get off your chest. Let's do that. Okay, because this is more important. In the end, everybody, you know that I died, right? I had an anaphylactic shock. I know what it looks like on the other side. I know what it looks like. In the end, we don't go take nothing with us, everybody. We all, and it's beautiful there. Oh, it's so beautiful. You only take with you your good deeds and how we are towards each other, how we help each other in this life right now. Okay. So Hamida, I think you're out of the call, but we fully understand you. Maybe she's gonna come back in the call. Maybe she went on mute. I think she went on mute. If you're ready to come back, darling, please come back.
I'm here.
Joseph, you're there. Okay.
Yeah.
Joseph, I don't know whether you're still
Whether
here.
you're still here?
I'm still here, GDT.
Okay.
Okay.
Joseph, can you go on
Joseph,
mute,
can you
please?
go on mute, please?
Yes. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna do
Okay. I'm
something,
gonna do
Hamida.
something, Hamida.
You need to tell me
You
what
need
or
to
who
tell
this
me
was.
what or who this was.
Who was this? Was it a male
Who was this?
person
Was
that
it
you
a male
expected?
person that you expected?
It was a male person.
It was
It
a
was an
male person.
Aquarius.
It was an Aquarius.
Okay, and somebody that's
Okay, and
precious to
somebody
you.
that's precious to you.
Somebody that's precious to me.
Somebody
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
precious to me. Yeah. Okay.
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 Joseph, I need you to
Joseph,
come in
I
as a
need you to come
man
in as a man
and advise
and
Hamida
advise
what
Hamida
to do. Okay.
what to do. Okay.
So how long have you been with this man?
I've known him
I've
my
known
whole
him
life.
my whole
We
life.
grew up
We
together.
grew up together.
But we,
But
we connected
we
probably like
connected
2 years
probably
ago.
like 2 years ago.
2 years ago. And how many times is this something that's occurred in your childhood? You've had several recurring things around like being forgot around your birthday.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe from your father.
Well,
father
I
figure.
do have some.
I
I do
do
have
have
some father
I do have
issues.
some father
But
issues.
a great relationship
A
with
great
my dad. He's
relationship
a
with
pilot.
my dad. He's a pilot.
But I do know
But I
that
do know that
it's kind of because of
it's
him
kind of because of
that
him that
I have a closed
I have a closed
throat chakra.
throat
It's
chakra.
hard for me to
It's
ask
hard
for
for me
help
to ask for help
because when I was younger
because when I was
and I would
younger
ask
and I would
for
ask
certain things from
for
him, he
certain
would
things
not
from him,
respond.
he
He
would
would
not
just like
respond. He would just
stare
like
into his face and
stare
just
into
like
his face and just like
not respond.
not respond.
So, and I
So,
realized that
and
my
I
left hand
realized
is
that
a
my
trauma
left hand is
response.
a
So
trauma
I'm going to
response.
try
So
not
I'm
to
going to
laugh.
try
But
not to laugh. But
yeah.
yeah.
So what kind of my birthday is the 8th. It's coming up a week from tomorrow. It's 1 week after Christmas. My grandma growing up would buy me half my birthday presents on my sister's birthday. So then that way, come my birthday, you know, she wouldn't have to worry about like not having enough money for my birthday. Whereas my dad or my stepmom or other members of my immediate family wouldn't be as cognizant of my birthday as they was Christmas. There was always this big thing about Christmas, and it was just a lot of stress growing up because I was forgot about, and I knew I was going to be forgot about. One thing that I've come to realize is that the more you celebrate your birthday, the older you get, right? So don't be so caught up in not celebrating your birthday on your birthday. Be grateful for your life. Every day you should celebrate being alive. Each day you wake up is a new day to be the best version of yourself. No matter what happened yesterday, you get a clean slate today to start all over and write whatever story you want to write. You're the director of your own life. So, hit cut, hit pause, rewind, redo a scene if you need, or just change the cast. Don't take it personally. He might be going through something that's got heavy on his mind. As men, we get insurmountable amount of pressure put on us to suppress our feelings. We're not allowed to show feelings. We're not allowed to
Wait.
have.
Joseph,
Wait,
Dad.
Dad.
Can you go on mute, Joseph?
Can you go on mute, Joseph?
Okay, I think he's on mute, right? Okay, listen, for the ladies, okay? For the ladies that are right now here in the chat. Oh, I need you to listen what Joseph is going to say, okay? Please listen carefully what he's going to say about how a man experiences stuff and what men are going through. Because sometimes it's not always the reason why they're not with you, okay? Or why they're not reacting.
Okay.
It is really important, okay? Hamida, you're still there. Joseph, you can talk again. Sorry, I had to interrupt because this is really important.
Okay. Sorry. Can you remind me where I was?
Yes, sometimes she said.
Sometimes she said.
Oh yeah.
Something else is going on, right? In this man's world.
So societal pressures, we're not allowed to have emotions or feelings or express those the same way that women are given that opportunity to do so. And so we have to hide that stuff and keep it to ourselves, or be very selective in the men that we have around us to be able to open up to, because a lot of times we're not capable of being fully vulnerable because society has made it to where we don't feel safe being vulnerable. And our experiences that we go through in life, the traumas that we go through in life, tend to make it even harder for us to want to be vulnerable, knowing that there's a potentiality for getting hurt again. And I commend you for putting yourself in a position that, for still continuing to want to have a relationship with people, or to have that in your life. No matter how many times you've been hurt, you're still trying. Learn from those little setbacks, but don't take it personally, because he might be going through something right now and his mind is elsewhere and not really fully present, and being like, oh shit, it's so-and-so's birthday today. Maybe his mom or dad is sick and he's not talking about it. There could be something really heavy on his mind and he's just not comfortable right now sharing that because it was your birthday. He doesn't want to bring you down on your birthday. You don't really know what it is until you talk to him about it and be like, hey, my birthday was a few days ago. I was kind of expecting, I was looking forward to hearing from you, but I didn't. Is everything okay with you? Are you all right?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely expressed that. So that's the thing. I'm in a space right now where I'm not trying to hold anything in. I've done that in my life. So I'm not doing that anymore. If someone does something that I don't really, it doesn't really resonate with me, then I'm just gonna speak on it, and leave it there, and keep it pushing. But what the response, I guess what annoyed me more was the response, because I didn't feel like it was a truthful response. I don't know, but I'm starting to listen to my intuition now.
Yeah, Hamida,
So
that's also important, right? You know what the beautiful thing is here, everybody. I love this. Okay, we're gonna do this every Friday. Okay, Every Friday, I'll be here. We're going to talk, and you don't even have to be on screen. Okay. If you choose, like Arifa is doing that, or Brian is also there. By the way, I'm going to add Brian right now. Let's see. Brian is also here. There he is. The beautiful thing is that we get a perspective here. Hey, Brian, one moment. Okay. Then we're gonna listen to you. But the beautiful thing is also with Joseph, and maybe also Brian wants to add something. Our perspective is not always what it is, right? In order to really understand what's going on, we need to talk. Next to that, Hamida, there's a beautiful thing that Joseph also said, right? Where is this stemming from? That's one. And the other thing is, how many times has this occurred? When before you choose to make a conclusion out of it, right?
Right.
Make sure that you have the right data and the right setting. I always tell everybody, right? Never make a decision when you're angry,
Right.
right? Whether that is calling somebody, talking somebody, because I know
I know
I've been there.
I've been
I've
there.
done that.
I've done that.
And us Capricorns, right? When we're not in the mood and we're taking a decision out of angry energy, ooh, things go wrong, like really, really wrong. We throw towers on people, right? We don't want that. And our words seem to cut. So for you, Hamida, regardless of who he is or what he's done, the most important message is, why did this energy, this emotion, had this pain, this disappointment, why did that occur right now? Because once you understand what that is, you're going to see it separately from the Aquarius. You're going to see something more profound that you need to work on, because everybody's just a mirror, right, Hamida?
Yes. Yes.
And that's the message for you. Okay.
Okay. Thank
You
you.
can you can stay, by the way, Hamida. Brian, is there something else that maybe you want to say from a male perspective to Hamida?
I did. I actually well, hey everybody. Um
Hey.
I
Hi,
I'm
Brian.
a hi Hamida. I'm a twin and I'm Brian. My twin is Ryan, which is kind of funky already.
Yeah.
Um I just turned 27 this year, so I turned 28 coming January, and this year when it was my birthday, my brother had already moved to Dallas. He's a flight attendant, so he's based in Dallas, Texas, and I'm still in Miami with my parents. I just moved away maybe 4 months ago after listening to GDT and taking her advice. I've been able to grow more, so I'm very thankful for that in general. But
Wow. Thank you, Brian.
of course, of course. But yeah, I've had a birthday and there was the first birthday I spent alone without my twin. And when I came back from a trip, I went on a trip with my ex. And when I came back from a trip on my birthday, my mom and dad had gotten me a cake, and the cake said, "Happy birthday, Ryan," instead of
Oh,
"Happy birthday, Brian."
oh,
So that really did take a toll on me in general. And that day, I was already a bit down. Me and my ex had kind of like, we went on a cruise for a couple days and we returned on my birthday. And I was kind of like already not in the best mood. And then when I seen the cake, that kind of just like messed it up even more. But after like sitting in my room, like to myself and thinking, I understand my mom was already going through a lot. She hasn't had both of us. This is the first birthday that she only had to put one name on the cake.
mm,
And my mom and dad has never forgotten our birthday. They've always taken care of us like to what they can afford. I mean, I'm not come from silver spoon or anything, but they've always made sure that they show appreciation for when our birthday comes around and holidays comes around. So I know that she even put in the effort. So I
mm,
didn't look at the fact that it said Ryan or anything like that. I kind of just looked at the fact like, yeah, my mom has been a bit stressed out. She did lose her daughter a few years back, and she still goes through that every now and then because it was my mom and sister always doing things together. So now my mom and my dad was kind of doing things together, and my
mm,
dad, he's a true Jamaican. Like he's not really into that type of stuff, if you kind of understand what I mean.
mm-hmm.
He
Yes.
kind of like he takes care of the house. He takes care
Yeah,
of. He does everything. He
he's the
works and
man.
everything. Exactly, he's the man. So when it comes to those things, it doesn't even pick up on him either. So I kind of just had to like let that go. I didn't really show any rough expressions towards her or anything like that. I show that I was very appreciative of the cake and everything, but I do know how it feels to maybe it feels as if they didn't remember your birthday or they didn't give you that acknowledgement that you needed, but in the back sometimes like even as a man, like I've thought about reaching out to somebody that I maybe think that we're not on the same page, and it's kind of like in between. Should I reach out or should I say something? Or I kind of don't want to like trigger anything either, even more. So I kind of understand where you came from on that point, but it does. I know it does hurt, but I just kind of look at it on the flip side of how you can take that type of experience into a better thing. And honestly, where men are kind of like more open to communication than you really think. I am willing to talk about anything and everything as long as somebody can bring it up. If it's on your mind, I always say talk about it, because
Mhm.
closed mouths don't get fed. So
Right.
definitely, if you feel some type of way about it, maybe reach out to him. Maybe after your emotions surpass a little bit, because like GDT say, our words hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they. Oh man, I have a sword tongue.
Yeah,
We believe
yeah,
you.
yeah, definitely. So,
Oh, I love
um,
this. I love this.
yeah,
You see
when the
Brian comes
emotions are
in,
done.
Joseph comes in, right? And you see that the energy becomes lighter because this is
Yes,
exactly right. We're
yes,
all defined feminine, we're all defined masculine. Sometimes people lose themselves and sometimes they really F up, right? They
yeah,
start
Mhm.
cheating, lying, scheming, plotting. But others, they're just trying to find a way how to maneuver around you. What Joseph said, right? How to orbit around you, how to do that,
hmm,
right? And that's not something, I mean, I think being a Capricorn, it's for a lot of people intimidating, right? Why? Because we know what we want. We know who we are. When
yes,
we walk, we do the Capricorn walk. And when we talk, we do the Capricorn talk.
yes, yes,
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Lord
Yeah.
have mercy. Right?
absolutely.
We do that. So it's quite intimidating for other people. And most of the time, when people meet us, they've never met somebody like us, right? Because at an early age, we're already responsible. We're already accountable, and we're going to make you accountable. We're going to make you responsible. If you're not going to do that, thou must leave my mountain,
Yes,
right? So
yes,
I can climb again, right?
yes. Get
Right?
out the way.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Completely
So
agree.
for you, Hamida, and I think it's also beautiful, right? Because we have different kind of ages, right? You're 28. I think you're the youngest up till now.
Hmm.
Um,
And I'm
uh,
the eldest up till now.
What was your age? What was your age? 23, darling? I think it was 23 looking at your picture, right? Hamida, are you
I'm
still there?
I
Yeah, I'm here. I'm not 23. I'm
23,
28.
right? Looking at your picture.
I'll take
we don't
23.
age.
Girl, you look good.
Capricorns don't age. Capricorns don't age.
You look good. You don't age, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Definitely aging backwards.
Okay, but the message is this, right? We have different kind of Capricorns, different ages, different kind of stages, life phases. Ultimately, things require no age. Because if your father or your mother has passed away, it don't matter what age you are, right? Everybody's going to understand you, right? And then other people have some other dynamics, right? But still. So what are we going to do, everybody? Yes, because I think we have Sweet Leaf here, and that's the final one. I think I can add her or him. I don't know. Let's see. It says device is not connected. Oh, that's you, Brian. I have you twice here. Is that correct?
Uh-oh. Possibly. I had like technical difficulties on the past page, so I had to re-enter.
Okay, okay, it's good, it's good. Okay, listen, everybody, I have to go. I think, Joseph, are you still there, darling? I think yes. We had to mute him, everybody. Ask him to mute, right? Because of his echo. What are we going to do, everybody? Every Friday, we're going to have this talk. Are you all right? Are you okay? If not, this is your SOS, okay? You need to talk, you need to cry, you need to scream, or maybe you just want to have something uplifting. Let's get it all out of the way. We know lots of Capricorns are doing it always alone. We also like to do it alone. Let's be honest, everybody. Okay, let's just not fool everybody, because in the end, we don't like to go and say to everybody, I'm not doing well, right? So if we are going to do it, we want to have a community that's comforting and authentic, right? So what are we going to do? Whether it's Hamida or it's somebody else, right? It don't matter. You can express anything that you want to express. And we're going to do this every Friday. That's going to be 10 p.m. my time. I think 10 CET, 10 p.m. CET. That's a lot of ABC. Meet me 10 p.m. CAT. Okay. I have to go, everybody. I want to wish you, okay, a Merry Christmas for those who celebrate it. If you don't celebrate it, still have that quality time with yourself. Like Joseph
Yeah.
said, forget about all the craziness of eating like a pig, okay? Shopping like, you are a millionaire. Forget about it. Just focus on the quality time for yourself and peace.
Yep.
Yes, let's do that.
Yes.
And yeah, I'll be there tomorrow again. I'll be there.
Awesome.
We'll see
Okay?
you again.
Happy
Yes.
Happy holidays,
holidays.
Happy
everyone.
holidays. Love you.
Bye.
Bye
Love you.
bye.
Thank you so
Bye,
much,
everybody in the
GDT.
chat.
Thank
Bye
you,
bye.
GDT. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Bye.